Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up to all my hoodies? What up, Hood Nation? Come on in, you guys. Make sure you know what to do when you come into anybody's live. Hit the like button. Also, hit the share button if you have the capability. Also, make sure if you're not already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And as well, we do have a membership, so feel free to hit the join button.
Yes, hit it.
What's up, Choreo?
Hey, Booski, what's going on, honey buns?
Child, too merch to catch up with. I mean, I just can't keep up.
Girl, you're going to have to do the commentary on Brie because I haven't had a chance to watch it. And I'll just go, girl, no. And then I'll catch you up on Nika. I'll catch you up on Nika's.
You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. How Lemon said I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yes, I'm not
gonna hold you. But Bree's okay, so first of all, welcome Linda. She said evening. How you doing?
Hi Linda. Hi.
Yes.
Is that Linda B?
Let me see. Where should I start?
Is that Linda B down there?
Yes, that is Linda B.
What's up, Linda B? Let me give her the I don't know.
I don't know. You said Chrome had to update right in the middle of your intro. Chrome keeps updating. Oh man, and getting worse with each one. Oh my God. What's up, Noble? You know what, Noble? I think he was live at like 3 something in the morning. No, 2 something in the morning or something like that. And I was gonna comment in chat. I said nope, because I know I'm about to fall asleep and I don't want to be up there talking about what up, and then he talking to me and I'm asleep. So I just was like, But yeah, so I've been you know how we do. We just be going through the YouTube streets.
Right.
Listen to all the different commentary and giving our little, recap or whatever. And I listened to Brianna. I listened to a little bit of Pisa. I listened to some of Lady Nika. I listened to some Sean Bradley. And was that it?
I listened to Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's start off with, so I'll start off with Brianna, what I can recall hearing from over there, because I've been working all day and trying to keep up with people. But, child, first of all, when I was at Brianna's live, watching, on the clouds, she was discussing basically, what people have to say about her, and how she feels regarding her boundaries. And how she feel that it's fucked up for Sir King. Well, she didn't necessarily say it was fucked up. But Sir King, she had, gave him a genuine apology. It seems like, gave him a genuine apology. She said she would never call him all those names that she used to call him, right? And we know that he has called her names in the past. They really never, after a long time of being cool with each other, then they kind of fell out. We all know what that was about, right?
Right.
So he still has been poking or throwing slick shade or, stuff like that to her. And so I guess she was on his panel the other day. And he was like, okay, so what? You apologize. That don't mean I have to accept it. And so she was like, Okay, well, I understand you don't have to accept it, but that don't mean I gotta keep allowing you to, disrespect me and call me names and all kind of shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You was about to say something? Go ahead.
Well, we all know Sir King is one of the biggest clout chasers in the beef sector. His channel is crap right now. I know you watch him. I used to watch him when he first started, but it fell off. And, Bree has big numbers. So, of course, he's going to keep nitpicking and picking and picking, because he wants to get a back and forth going. That's just my opinion. He doesn't have Lemon anymore. Lemon was the glue over there. And I feel he's trying to take advantage of an old beef and get it popping again. But see, Sir King doesn't want the smoke from the other sectors coming over to his chat because I don't think he can handle it. So he needs to sit down, but he is absolutely correct. When someone apologizes to you, you do not have to accept it. But all she did was call him a BAN. I mean, he's made, in the total, he's made worse comments about her. And that's really the worst thing she's ever said about him. And I guess it touched his soul, but he doesn't have to accept it. Okay, I'm going mute.
Hey,
You are absolutely
beautiful.
correct. And what's up, my choreo boo? Let me shout out first the Memphis Peach Tea. Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you again, boo. And Charlie, well, I was about to call you choreo. Charlie, welcome to the panel. Thank you for sharing out our Cash App and telling them to like and share and subscribe.
Hey,
What's
Charlie
up, my
boo.
girlfriend?
Hey,
Charlie
boo boo.
Hey.
How y'all doing today? I saw that stuff on Sir King about the membership and everything. I'm like, ooh, and it's going around everywhere too. That they're now trying to go to the Mo3 sector.
Yeah,
Really?
good riddance. Good riddance.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
let me post this up since we done moved on to that category. This the hood table, so we gonna venture to different topics. No issue there. But let me show since Charlie brought that up. Let me bring this picture up, okay?
oh shit, I was ahead of schedule.
No, it's cool because I was literally just talking about what I heard Bree say about Sir King. As far and what's up, Queen Diva? How you do? Ooh, Queen Diva. Ooh, chat.
I
Hey,
saw
Queen
that
Diva.
surviving breed too.
Ooh, I saw Queen Diva out there scrapping like a couple of days ago. I
She
was
Queen
be
like,
Diva?
crashing.
go Queen, go
Who was she?
Queen.
Not my Queen Diva.
Yes, they was tag.
Uh-huh.
They was playing tag team. My homegirl. Her sister was
Team
like,
Velocity.
go get him, Queen, get him,
Well, wait a
Queen.
minute. Where was this at?
Girl, yes, this was over on.
Where?
Hold on. Which panel was that, Queen Diva? Was that
That
Was
was
it Pizzas?
Cesaro.
Was it
No,
Pizzas?
I believe it was.
Was it Pizzas panel?
When?
I think. Oh, this was about how many days ago? Queen was this? About 4 days ago.
I know y'all not talking about
Girl,
my
it went
Queen
good.
Diva.
It was
Yeah,
girl
it was
Scorpio.
Cesaro. It was.
Child.
Not my
I'm
Queen
telling you,
Diva.
they was knucking and bucking. Yes, they was.
Against who?
Against that doggone let's see, it was Tiva, it was Queen, it was what's her face? That doggone what's that lady
Just
name?
Krista.
Just Krista. I would say the lady
And
in
then
the
it was
camera.
Lovely
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Who
Yeah,
was
I was
Lovely
gonna say the
Love?
lady in the camera, like the lady in the lake, the lady in the camera, just Krista, and
Who was
also
Lovely
Lovely
Love?
Love.
Who was Lovely Love fussing at?
Fussing at Tiva Velocity, talking about it's the reason why they in this whole situation is because Miss Tiva, was inserting herself
Yeah, I heard
into
about that, Queen.
That's
Mm.
what Lovely Love said?
yes, Lovely. You know how Lovely is.
Girl.
She'll just come
Did y'all
out of
hear that? Did y'all
yeah.
hear that
Girl.
Krista called the cops on Queen last night, Miss Tiva?
Well, I actually heard Miss Tiva say herself that she first filed a report or something like that, because she said, just in case. And that's what I tell people all the time. Even people in my neck of the woods, when somebody messing with you and you think it might go to another level, and we are all of the age where we have shit to lose, go ahead down there and file that police report and that restraining order.
Because if you file that police report, if they come and knock him, you can give them a new hairline. And that's, I'm going on mute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. How they say, blow that fade back. Blow that cap back, blue. Ooh, child. But yes, child, Queen Diva, you can hit the link if you want to, child. You feel free to hit the link. But another thing I want to say that I heard on Brianna's panel before we go to the Cash Apps, I mean what do you call them? The members. 7.
Oh, I heard that too. Good Lord, baby Jesus.
Charlie, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go ahead, girl, because I swear to Jesus.
When 7 hit that panel on Brianna's facial expression. 7. Okay, Brianna was up there talking about, everything that people talk about her. My weight, my short videos, my gym workouts, my attitude. They don't like me when I'm nice. They don't like me when I'm mean. And so 7 hit the panel, and she said, she started off by saying what she feels like Bree should not eat, or what type of diet she should be on, which is like a no meat diet. And so Bree just shut that shit down right away. She was like, don't come up in here telling me what to eat. I am not taking no diet advice from you. I'm not taking no whatever. And she was dead serious. Girl, I was getting my life. And then 7 was like, no. What I'm just trying to say is, you know how people be talking about you, and I just hate how people be talking about your weight and talking about this. And I'm just telling you, if I look good. And if you start looking, stop eating meat, child. I was like,
First, and then she did that weird giggle when she got off. That was just, that sounded like an evil villain laugh when she got off.
It was a troll. I'm sure she was trolling. But she might have been.
But serious. She said she was serious. Now, you might be right, Corio, but she did say, I am being dead serious. I'm telling you, because meat is bad for people and blah, 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 blah. And I look good. She just kept saying, I look good. As if, okay, you might think you look all fabulous and stuff, but Bree was, y'all gotta watch it. Bree just was
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You have to watch that shit, because Bree was, even the whole rest of the time 7 was trying to convince her or whatever, Bree was just sitting there like,
that's awful and embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I'm
sure Bree was kind of a little embarrassed, because it's like, I don't know.
Because it's not, first of all, it's not a diet show. It's not a diet show. We ain't here to talk about, this ain't no weight loss clinic. We ain't here to talk about Jenny Craig or no points and shit like that.
Right.
Well, they say that she used to be a big old gal, 7 stars, and she lost all that weight. So maybe she just got some good tips.
Yeah, but can you do it behind the scenes, or shoot me an email, or shoot me your, phone, something.
But people start talking about her surgeries and her lips and injections and all that kind of shit in the chat. They're like, really? You come on here to give Bree weight loss advice, and you doing all this shit to your own self?
She used to be a pretty girl too. She don't do way too much.
I thought she was really a cute girl.
Yep.
It's some cheek fillers that messed her up.
I can't deny that. When I first saw her on not Facebook, but when I first saw her, I thought she was really pretty.
Very.
Her face structure, everything was really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Until
she done messed herself up.
Yeah.
She
that
likes
cheek
it.
filler.
She likes it. She likes it, so I like it. If it makes her happy, but you can't push your politics, your religion, and health issues. That's just a no-go. Brianna's a grown woman. She's doing what she feels she needs to do, taking those shots every week, and she started back to working out. what more do you know?
Right.
How does she even know what Brianna may not be eating meat? You don't know.
Brianna said, I will eat whatever I want. If I want to eat some chicken tomorrow or some steak, I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want. But it's just like, I think the timing was kind of wrong too, because Brie was literally just talking about all the people dragging her for her weight. And then you hit the panel talking about, well, I think you should stop eating meat.
Yeah, it was. She needed to read the room. That whole live was about her and Grish's situation and stuff.
Exactly.
That wasn't nothing to do with that. That wasn't like she was doing a health live or a workout live.
Right, or talking about Wegovy and what she's going through. Then maybe, and then you have to be very gentle when you hit the panel to talk about it. Because that sounded accusatory. Like you don't need, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you got to read the room. That's one of the things I'm tired of. There's people like Gomer, and
who's Gomer?
Who is Gomer?
Rodney. He's Gomer Pyle.
Oh.
Doesn't he sound like Gomer?
You know what? What's up, y'all in the chat? What's up, everybody coming in? What's up, VS? What up, homegirl? What's up, Miss Coffee Brew Content? How you doing? How y'all doing? Make sure y'all hit the like and share, please, and thank you very much. But Miss Coffee said, I don't understand how do you let it go so far. Oh boy, is she talking about?
She's talking about the lip fillers and all that stuff that I think Seven is doing.
Child. Well, I mean,
or it may be Bree's weight. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. Shoot, Miss Coffee, you could tell us.
I have the same question for people like Michael Jackson, for people like the Queen, for a lot of different celebrities, even like. Why y'all fucking faces up like that? It's like, it looks ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. The best facial surgery and reconstruction and lift I've ever seen before in my life was Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight looks better than she did when she was a young woman.
That's true.
Gladys Knight looks beautiful. Gladys Knight looks so good with her facial surgery. I bet you Gladys Knight looks like she's in her 50s. And Gladys Knight has to be. Yes, she did. I mean, if she was going to, because Gladys Knight is old. Gladys
Knight's almost 100.
Yeah, she's got to be close to 80.
Like for real, she's like 85 or some bullshit.
But
and they got her looking like she's 45.
Yes, girl, she looks good. That's the best surgery.
And VS said Patti LaBelle too.
Oh yeah, Patti LaBelle looks good too. They need to.
She's 79.
Hey Jackie, see, she kissing 80 in the butt. See, she looks good. Look it up right now, Charlie. While you.
Oh, Charlie, please look up her new picture. She looks. Her face is like
gorgeous.
Child.
Whoever did her
like
hair and her makeup, she looked gorgeous. I didn't. You can look at it and tell it's her, but it was like, oh my god, is that Gladys? Yeah.
But I'm also glad they didn't touch her features though, because she has beautiful features.
Yeah, they didn't fuck her features up like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, no, she looks. And usually when they do it, they have those, I call them cat eyes, where their eyes are stretched. You know what I'm saying? No, she looks good. She needs to give everyone in Hollywood her doctor's name. He's probably jam-packed now after they saw her. But go ahead, Hood Table. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to shout out to the people in the chat. What's up, Jackie? How you doing? And VS said true. And yes, they named Patti LaBelle. And what's up, A View is a View? Hey, babes. A View is a View said Team Melanin works with the older ladies. Yes. And Queen Diva said I was about to say Patty. And A View is a View said drink lots of water, exercise, and eat salad every day. And Grace said, you see, Gabrielle Union messed up her beautiful face as well.
That's too bad because she's another.
She's from here. She's from my city, so I have to give her a little grace.
I know.
Just a little bit of grace.
Right.
Anyway,
what else happened on Brie besides 7?
Okay, that's the most important shit. The rest of that shit was she don't give a care about Grish. She don't give a care about what people think about her, and she claims she ain't through Yaya way, and she ain't through nobody else away. So those were just the big things that I got from that. And then at the end, she just shut that shit down. Somebody came up there. Who was it? Who came up there,
Some little
Charlie?
white girl.
It was a white girl. I can't remember this little white girl name.
Her name Lulu something or another.
Lulu or Lula or some shit like that.
She's been hitting panels lately.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she didn't shut it down because of her. It was somebody else. Who was it, Charlie? Somebody else hit the panel. They said something that Bree was like, "Fuck that shit. I gotta go. I ain't got time for this." Da 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 da. And she just shut it down, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, okay. So I want to get to the title of the show. To the title of the show.
I didn't even look. I'm sorry. What's the title?
That's okay, babes. It's called "So We Indian Giving on Memberships Now."
That okay. I'm gonna calm down.
Look at this.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna read it to you just in case y'all can't see it too well. Okay, you guys. So this was posted, it says 6 hours ago, but of course it was longer than that. But it was today. And it was from King Roman News. And he said, if you are a victim of Shaqueens, and they are referring to, what's his name? Shaquem Ra something?
Yeah, the sun god.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a victim of him, his fraudulent membership purchases and refund scam, please reach out to me or contact Google support. And this is a post, or this is the response for Google. It says, how can we help you? And King Roman wrote to them, there's a YouTube CC who has been purchasing 50 memberships at a time and then requesting a refund from YouTube a month later. He has done this with other content creators. This causes a huge disservice to those subscribers who were gifted and then no longer had access to the channel membership. He also proudly boasts about this strategy on his channel, and he also posts screenshots of his actions on his community wall. He's requesting a refund under unauthorized purchases. Catch. He's requesting a refund under unauthorized purchases. Meanwhile, there's video proof of him gleefully offering to purchase memberships in these chats. Please advise. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to read the response from Shaquem, or aka Shaquem. Shaquem made a post. He actually made a poll on his panel.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to ask. Mm-hmm. He said, does asking for a refund from Google mean that you are broke? And guess what the majority said?
Yes.
Absolutely. He said, does asking for a refund mean you're broke? And a lot of people said yes. And a lot of people are dragging him in the comments, as I feel, he probably deserves, because he posted screenshots of his refund from Nest, mm-hmm. from King Roman, mm-hmm. and others. He posted them like King Roman said, he's boasting and bragging. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what's up with that? Because was that you, Charlie, the other day, who said something about, people can ask for a refund like a month later or something? Somebody had mentioned that shit. And then all of a sudden, this shit got posted today.
Well,
it had to be Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, they can request a refund, and also they can also go to their bank card and do that. And that's what I was saying. It was a couple weeks ago. I was talking about these cash apps and super chats. I was like, you realize that could put a content creator in the red, right? Especially like on your cash app, if you spend that money off, right? And then they go do they want it back. They can cancel it with their bank, and then they'll try to take that money from your cash app. And if you ain't got it, and because it's from Cash App, it'll put you in the negative. So if they're giving them $500 and they're spending that $500 right off the bat instead of giving it a week, because after I think it's about a week, you can't, if it's a Cash App or something like that, you can't dispute with your bank if it's, and if the person can prove it. Like the situation we went through with Jay Dunn and wasn't it Ness, where she paid to get somebody off a panel or something? It was
Pizarro.
$500. Yeah, it was Pizarro. Yeah, where she was, I forgot which one it was, but she was Pizarro, and she gave her money for that and then tried to dispute it.
Well, you talking about Jay Dunn that one time too?
Yeah, see, anybody can do that, and you got to be careful nowadays. You don't like give the money time to clear, if that makes sense, because after a specific time, you can't, say it was a fraudulent charge, and if the person can prove it, like with the Jay Dunn situation, if Pizarro had a video proof of her saying she was going to send the money, or a text, or she had put in something in the chat box when she sent the, this is for dropping somebody down, then she could prove that there was no, it wasn't accidental and it wasn't unauthorized.
Yeah, Jay Dunn said she got that money back through her bank, but I think Pizarro just went ahead and started another Cash App. So whatever happened to it. But she got the money, and I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think she went ahead and started a new Cash App, because that will freeze up your Cash App and you won't be able to use it, like Charlie was saying. But I think she started a new Cash App. But she got her money, and Jay Dunn got her money back. So.
Yep. And let me read some of these comments. Then I'm gonna read something else Shakim put on his post. On his wall. A view said new scam to get subbies and views busted. And also, plus, are they requesting the entire amount or just the amount that YouTube pays the content creator? I'm not sure. A view
is requesting the full amount. What he does is he'll go in big content creators chats, or if they're popping, like, King Roman News, with all this stuff going around, he was getting like 700, 800, 900 people in his chat. So what Shakim does is, when he sees those type of numbers, he'll go ahead to be seen and give 50 memberships. And then he requested to go up on, can he be King Roman News' co-host? And King Roman News was like, nah, partner, a king stands alone. He didn't say that, but he's like, no, I run my own show. I'm good enough. I don't need a co-host. That made Shakim mad. And so he grabbed his memberships back. He said unauthorized use. He's done that to Ness, because Ness wouldn't let him co-host. He got mad. He took all his memberships back. And I think he's did it to like one or two other content creators. But, I think it's because he's broke and he doesn't want it to hit. Because when he gives cash apps, all I've seen him give for the most part is $5.99.
Do you think they'll snatch his channel for this?
Well, see, that's what I was going to get to too, because he had put a post on there about that.
Go ahead.
Oh, but let me read the rest of these comments first. A view say YouTube will not let these fools mess with their coins. Grace Blood said, laugh out loud, jokes on them for turning the sector into the Shikemi sector. I know this was, they were confused when the 20-second checks look light. A view said they can only do this one time, because if it was paid for the real credit card, they will be looking at you sideways if you do it again. And a view also said they give a $50 buck grace for overdrawing a Cash App card. I saw that in an email update. And what's up, Deanna? How you doing, Verbal Assassin?
Hey, Verbal. Hey,
what's
Deanna.
And that name is so, oh God, I'm so glad. That name just fits you, Deanna. It really does. It really does.
It really does.
And then a view said, I move anything put into my Cash App account right away. I only keep $25 on it, but I am not a big time Cash App or content creator. And Queen Diva said malicious intent. And she said, I'm so confused. And hey, Deanna. Now, let me read what this Shakim said. Hold on. Here we go. So he made another post about 7 hours ago. And said, trying to get my channels taken and controlling my moderators makes you look. And he did another poll. And you can either choose weak, triggered, desperate, or thirsty for attention. So was that directed towards KRN?
Of course it was. Well, it could have been any of them because, you know, people are getting.
I think her sound went out for a
I thought
second.
that was me for a minute.
Oh no, I think her sound went out for a second. She'll be back. But yeah, he posted that, and surprisingly, most people selected weak.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice, to tell you the
I mean,
truth.
he has a lot of polls on his channel though. But okay, so this is what this heat said. Now, this heat we all know is Ness's on and off again, whatever they want to call it, right? So this heat, and mind you, Shakim shared the post from this heat, which was weird. But this heat posted on her page about a day ago. Shakim said he gave Ness over $600 and he's coming to collect. He said he wants his membership money back too. I tried to tell her dumbass, but she thought I was hating. I told her these men want control, and the moment she don't do what they want or what they say, they will turn on her, and look what happened. And so this he posted this on her wall, and Shakim reposted it. It's like he's getting a kick out of this shit or something.
Exposed TV said that was for Ness. He modded her mods.
What's up, Exposed? How you doing? How you doing, boo? Exposed TV be having some good shit over there. But yeah, is you back, Corio?
We can't hear you, Corio, love.
Yes. Shout out to Exposed TV. She be having some good videos over there, by the way.
Daggone it.
There's
Hello?
my beauty.
You back. There you go. You back.
Okay, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Did you hear the last thing I said about his post?
Yes, but I agree with Charlie. He didn't leave none of the above or anything. You had to choose something, and all of them were negative.
Well, this makes me wonder. Remember when they first was coming through here, y'all? And a lot of people were jealous. And a lot of people were hating. Because of people getting a whole bunch of cash apps, people getting a whole bunch of memberships. I mean, and we were even thinking, like, people were saying, oh, well, they got good jobs. And this one say he worked here and he worked here, and they got their own businesses, and they can afford to buy 1,000 memberships and all this woo, right? And a lot of us was like, damn, they got money to blow like that? And remember when old boy Darnell, whatever the fuck his name was, when his side chick came out here, was like, you giving all these money to these bitches over here in the B sector, and you ain't giving me money like that?
And I'm your side piece, right? Right. I had a problem with people saying that content creators were jealous. I think just some content creators have better discernment than others, and they can see those ninjas the long way, and I think the people that were getting the money were mad because people were commenting on it, because it's like, y'all getting suckered in and these fools aren't even real. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I felt. It just kind of made me mad because every time someone sees something, it's not jealousy. Folks aren't jealous of your Nimbus. Folks aren't jealous of your subscriber count. Folks aren't jealous of your cash apps or your super chats. It's just that a lot of people in here are willing to call out the mess. And I'll mute.
No, you're right. And I'll let Charlie chime in too if she got something to say. But you're absolutely right. Like, just because we do commentary on shit that we see that we think is fuck shit, don't mean that we're jealous. I ain't never been jealous of nan bitch on this application.
Thank you.
Man, bitch. And my channel has basically grown naturally. I ain't done a lot of bullshit to get my channel growing. I ain't like rode on nobody's coattails. I ain't beg nobody to always. Could I jump on your panel and advertise and all this? I ain't did none of that bullshit.
Right.
I might get 5 subscribers every few days, and some people might get 100 every few days. But I can see people the long way, like Corio said. I see bullshit. I see people the long way. I don't know, maybe it's my hood mentality or whatever you want to fucking call it, but I knew something was up with this shit. I'm like, a lot of us make good money on here, but a lot of us have families, bills, car payments, insurance, and we just buying hundreds and hundreds, and they ain't just doing it for one person once a month. They was doing it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 motherfuckers in the B sector at the same damn time.
2 and 3 times a week.
Yes. And I don't care how much money you got. Ain't nobody just throwing, like, you ain't like Warren Buffett lives here in our city. He from here. You know, we talk about him every night. He's one of the richest motherfuckers in the world. Like, you ain't Warren Buffett. You ain't Oprah. You ain't got money like that just to be just throwing bullshit around.
Right, especially one of them claims that he's married with 4 kids.
Yeah.
Really? You can afford, and then it's not like you sat in the chats for a long time. You've got to get to, we don't know people, content creators, but what you're showing us, do we like it? Do we not like it? It was obvious they went for the heavy hitters.
Yep.
Because they weren't over here. They weren't over at Tracy's. They weren't over, you know what I'm saying, at Deanna's. Not that they're not heavy hitters, because Deanna and Tracy are heavy hitters. But I'm just saying, Deanna and Tracy
knew who they could.
Right, because Deanna and Tracy don't come on all the time. But if they did come on all the time, they'd be in the, you know what I'm saying? They'd be a lot heavier than they are. Tracy's got a job. Deanna's got a job. You know what I'm saying? So, but the ones that come on here consistently, they get number. Well, Lemon told them. Let's be honest. Lemon was over there with baby mama Brina. They were over there with her because, they were over there with her, the Umar boys. And I don't know the relationship between them, but that's where Lemon met them on her panel. And Lemon, of course, was like, because I guess they were saying how the Umar section was kind of winding down and complaining about that. So Lemon was like, you know what? I'm from the B sector. Y'all should come on over there. You could become B sector because, you could, I'm going to tell you some of the people you should see. You should see Ness, her channel's popping. Brianna, her channel's popping. You see what I'm saying? So Lemon gave them the blueprint on where to go. And that's where they went and started throwing cash.
But you know what I feel like, and I could be wrong, no shade to the bigger content creators, because I do watch a lot of y'all and I do support a lot of y'all channels. But a lot of times, a lot of y'all do a lot of shit just for the money.
Yeah.
And these people who come from these other sectors, they go into certain panels for a reason. They're not coming to the hood table. They're not coming to a lot of us content creators over here because they know what works for a lot of content creators. Like if you can pay somebody, if I can invite Charlie on this panel and somebody 5 minutes later, can I give you $100 to drop her down? But I just invited Charlie on here. She's my homegirl. She's my good Judy, and I like her. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Charlie, gotta go. I mean, a lot of these people knew exactly who to go to. They've been watching our sector for a very, very long time, and they know the people who all about the dollars. So it wasn't that hard for them to be like, could you promote me? They didn't even have to say, could you promote me? Because if you buying $100 and giving $500 and $300 in super chats, they automatically gonna do what? They gonna automatically promote you and send their people over to your channel.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what the fuck happened. And let me shout out some of the people in the chat. What's up, Community T? Hey, beautiful. I love me some Community T. Make sure y'all check out her channel. Real Mama Fifi's. What's up? What's happening, boo? Linda B. Who else in here? Queen Diva. Miss Diva.
Hey,
I was just talking to your sister. earlier, and I was telling see Miss Corio, she didn't missed it, but y'all was up there knucking and bucking in Pisa's panel the other day, so we have to tell Corio what had
I
happened.
gotta go see it.
Yes, you have to go rewatch that. And what's up, Global Empire Enterprise Global said, I've been hip on the scams going around, shaking my head.
It's almost like, I know a lot of people consider this a business. And Charlie, I know Hood Table and I have discussed this, but Charlie, you've been gone for a while. I don't know if you got a chance to chime in on this, but you sometimes it comes to personal pride and how you value yourself. And I know it's a business and people are on here to make money. I get it. Make all the money you can. But at some point, when the money stops and they've used you up and they got your subs, they've stopped paying and they're using all your subs and, they start slick shading you. Well, then it's time to let it go because they've started slick shading a lot of the people that they started out with giving all the money to.
Well, did y'all see about Shakim is Bree's new mod or supposed to be, and he had asked Nest almost asked permission from her to be a mod for Bree because he was trying to get Nest to give him a mod stick, and Nest was like, I ain't giving you a mod stick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and welcome to the panel of Viewers of You. Hey, baby.
Have you?
Hey, beautiful.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
y'all. Thank y'all for
Hey.
coming over. Thank y'all for coming over. Oh, shit.
Her content creator side came out.
I'm sitting here just minding my business. I'm like, oh, thank y'all for coming over to my channel.
Edibles down, View.
I know, right? It's high. I did eat two. Okay, hold on. Let me bring it on back. I was writing my notes down. Two little things. Now, that was funny as fuck. No, you know how you
That's
just have
okay,
a senior moment. Okay. Reel it on back. Thank y'all for coming over.
I'm gonna let Charlie and then View go, or whichever one want to go first after this.
Charlie, you can go. Let me write down what I'm scared to write.
Okay, go ahead and write down what you're gonna say. But I want to shout out Community T. Yes, Community T. Berkshire Hathaway. It is was it just a few weeks ago? It's every year here in Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody knows about Berkshire, and that 1% of that 1%, baby, girl.
Yeah, Shakim did a whole interview with ZX earlier. Did y'all know about that?
Yeah, because let me shut up.
Who did an interview with who? Hold on. Let me read the rest of these comments before y'all get into girl. Okay. Okay. So Community C said I actually saw that on some channels. See, I be trying Corio, I be trying to do right by the chat, okay? Because you be like, you be way behind in the chat. So Community T said I've actually saw that on some channels. It is wild. You can pay to be on a panel host, and it's usually drama. That's true. Real Mama Fifi said, then when they don't do what you want, besides what you agreed to do, crying wolf and want their money back. And that's exactly what the hell is going on. Community T to curse the panelists, drop them off, block them out of the chats. It's wild. I thought I was just missing something. That's what becoming the B sector. I mean, there's some things on here I just won't do, and I done said it plenty times. Can't nobody pay me to drop nobody on my panel. If I invited somebody up on this panel, if I click that link and add you to the StreamYard, can't nobody pay to drop you down. It's just that simple. If you don't like who's on the panel, then go find somebody else to watch. But yeah, anyway, Charlie, View.
I said it.
Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead.
Remember, if you remember correctly, I said it months ago when they first came in. It was dropping all these things on people. I said, "Yeah, what happens if they, dispute them and then people are in the negative?" I said that months ago. I was like, I thought this was going to happen because ain't no way somebody's dropping thousands of dollars, and you know what I mean, like for you. And what they're doing is they're getting attention for it. The content creators are shouting them out. Then people are following their channel. And then they're disputing it so they can try to get their numbers up and stuff. But what they don't realize by doing this is, one, YouTube themselves can possibly take their channel completely. And two, the content creator subbies, if they get angry at said person, they're all going to unsubscribe anyway. So what you just did don't look good for you. And then people going to call you a scammer and say, you're using people, and it's a bad look. It looks good at first, and then it don't look good when people find out the truth. And then you're going to expose yourself. I'm like, oh, you stupid.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
I was just about to tell you to drop your channel for Charlie, but they already did. And feel free, if you ever on my panel, and you, especially if you're a moderator, you can drop your channels. You can. And every time over here, we always try to promote other people without promoting other people. Even if I just say, go to Apologetically QI. She has a channel. I have no problem with promoting other people. I don't really call it promoting. I just call it, what do you call it?
Promoting.
Support, promoting.
Support, that's a good word.
Yeah, support. Because I believe to get support, you got to give it, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And let me go ahead and add global. I think this is global, but of course I have to throw a picture up anyway. So
lemon cake.
Mama global.
Lemon cake. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you want me to throw the lemon cake up?
Heck yeah.
Corio, I think I deleted it.
Oh,
I had too many pictures on here, and I had to delete some. Oh, here it is. Oh, here's one.
Okay.
Yeah, we want cake.
Yum.
I love that picture.
What's up, Mama Global?
Hey, baby, I love that picture.
Thank you. The Corio be boy. She want me to send her a lemon cake so bad. I'm gonna have to send her one.
You're gonna have to freeze it and send it. Go ahead.
Wait. I was just thinking that.
So,
can you actually freeze cakes and
yeah, you can
I've
freeze
never
cakes.
done it because
You can freeze them nicely. Yeah.
Most people know I'm a professional custom cake
I know.
maker, but
And a
I don't
perfectionist.
like to ship cakes because people have had horrible experiences.
Girl,
with
I will
shipped
lick that icing
cakes.
off the cardboard.
I mean, cakes falling over, cakes being smashed, cakes being
Girl,
dropped,
she act
all along the way.
She act like if it got smushed, I wouldn't be taking a knife and
I know you probably would,
Girl,
but a customer would blast me on Facebook and be like, "This bitch sent me this cake and it was upside down."
That's them.
and then they'll take a picture of it. This is what I ordered.
That's what they would
versus
do.
What I got.
I ain't never had no bad promotion, and I ain't never wanted to start. That's why I never ship shit. Like, for real.
I get what you know what, but you all were talking about these Umar gentlemen. Man, this was the smoothest play I've ever seen on YouTube.
Yep.
Hold on. Can I go first before you? Because I gotta get
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's right.
It was my turn. Let me get my thing.
Go ahead, baby.
See, y'all do this shit to me all the time, but I don't really give a fuck.
Girl,
I want to talk. I want to talk.
Go ahead, girl.
All right. So what I wanted to say about this whole thing, and no disrespect, Miss Global, I just want to, you had to get in and get out over here. And I don't want to be labeled a panel hole. I be sitting up here about 9 hours and shit before goddamn the hood say you can talk now. The fuck? I ain't doing that. So anyway, the whole thing with the that whole gifting memberships, I already saw that it was going to be a fucking goddamn money grab. I said it's just going to take a minute for these bitches to figure out. And when I say bitches, I'm just speaking generally. I knew it was going to take a little minute for somebody to figure it out. So the fact that person bought a packet of memberships. Now the highest tier I think for buying memberships is $249, and I think you get 100. But the thing is, you can't pick who's going to be gifted the memberships. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So I guess that's Shakima or whatever his name is. He went, y'all know I did that little slip on purpose. He went on and bought the memberships, 50 of them, something for the Nest lady or whoever he did it, and then he gifted it. But he didn't gift it. He didn't sit there and pick those things. I need y'all to understand that. They come to whoever they come to, they randomly select that. Yeah. Now the problem is, because I just did one or two, because I was thinking I could gift the membership to somebody in particular, because somebody did that to me, and what that person ended up doing was sending me $20 and said, "Bitch, just join this lady's membership and shut the fuck up." But the thing is, if you do that too much, especially if you purchase it with your credit cards, because I believe you need to have, well, you can link your cash card and your credit card and your bank to YouTube and Google. But if you do that stuff way too many times, they're going to close your account. They're going to do an investigation. But YouTube has already said that you can't do these things. There's certain things you cannot do. But I don't think they thought anybody was thinking of it that far ahead. So he bought a whole bunch of memberships, and then he got his people to sub because they got memberships. Because mind you, those memberships that were gifted out were people that he probably were not sub to, that were not sub to him. And then what that Google membership thing did, it exposed them other people. So you're gonna feel guilty with a membership to a channel that you're not sub to. So what you're gonna immediately do is go ahead and sub to that channel. It's a scam. I already saw that shit. It's a poxy, thing. I already saw that. So I said, well, what is the repercussions with this? Because if it was paid with a bank card, you can dispute it. Cash App, you can't do a whole lot with Cash App. You really cannot. Cash App is a whole different thing. It is not a bank. It's not linked with the bank. But if you link things to the bank and purchase it, you can say, you know what, this was done, however reason, fraudulent or by accident, and then they will credit it back. Now, the thing that I was asking is he requesting money back from the subbies now that he's canceled them? He's requesting the full money back or the money back that the
Full
content creator would
money
get?
back.
And so
Full
you can't now
money
see now
back.
you really do a double dipping because when you give a subby a content creator $1, I'm just saying $1 flat, whether it's a membership or whatever it is, you give them $1. Google gonna take what's 40 cents, so they getting 60 cents. I don't even know what the ratio is. I think it's 40. So they're getting 60 cents. So by you sitting here demanding somebody to give you a whole dollar back, you have to remember that Google already took their 40% or 40 cents. So now you asking the person to give you a whole dollar back. So that means that you getting back what you gave for Google. No, that's not going to work. Google is not. No, it's already in the membership. You can't do
You're
that.
talking about someone who doesn't read the guidelines.
Well, I am. And then
Okay.
and that little munchkin midget, I didn't know he was a little bitty little man.
Hold on, he's a munchkin midget.
Huh?
He's short.
He
He's
claims
a
he's
little bitty little
5'8",
man. He's about
but
five
he's
feet
not.
tall. He's a
Yeah,
little leprechaun.
he's little. He claims
Okay, so
5'8", but no.
but I'm gonna tell you right now what he does is he has a great voice. He has a great voice. Okay, let me get to whatever
Does
else
he?
I've got on here, and then I'm gonna get off of this bitch. Okay, so I said $100. Oh, now I'm gonna tell you the person that you would think that would take if somebody say, I'm gonna give you $100 if you get goddamn view off your platform. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody offers you money to get me off the channel, take it, because that means one,
I shall not.
I know, but see that I know you, but I'm just saying because that tells me how you feel about me. So if you're gonna take it, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Now, the person that got offered $100 to get me off the panel, I could not believe he didn't take it. Now I'm gonna just drop one little clue line as to who it was. The coins keep me here.
Jade.
Somebody asked Wilson, I'm gonna cash up you $100 to get view off of there. I hadn't been on there for about 2 minutes. I hadn't even said no shit. I ain't cussing nobody out. It was early morning. And Wilson said in his own damn voice, not singing and nothing, I will not take that. No. Which actually was a good move, which really tells you the coins don't really keep him here, or he's been places where people would do that. So if he starts that shit, people are going to think it's comfortable. They're going to feel comfortable enough so that when he goes to people's channels, they can do that. He ain't getting no money from that. When somebody drops you off of their panel, the person that's being dropped is not getting anything. So I thought it was very interesting that Wilson did turn down $100 from somebody out in the chat to drop my ass when I was on his panel. I don't go on not on his panel that much, but anyway. And then one more thing. The members, what did I say? The membership. I think I talked about, I might have done a 2-for-1. Dropping folks for cash and then the whole membership scam. I think I'm done. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, can I ask you a quick question? View. That picture right there with the lady with the afro. I would like to buy that and then have it enlarged because I'm looking. I was either going to do. Never mind. I'll come to your chat and talk to you about it. Thank you. I'll talk to you.
Well, thank you, View, on your commentary. And I don't consider you a
It's
panel host.
beautiful.
Now there are quite a few people in this area that I could call panel whores. But anyway, I digress. What's up, Mama Global?
Okay, I'm gonna stay here
Hey,
for Mama Global, and then I'm gonna go.
hey. You know what? You hit all of the key points I was just about to say. But you know what? I'm very leery when people come and they come in a group and then they want to drop loads and loads of cash. All of my alarms go off. You're trying to buy me. What's going on? You can't buy my loyalty. But they all they pinpointed the key people in the different sectors. But I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard this is true that when you gift memberships on different channels, that whoever you gifted to, they now start getting notifications for your channel. Did anyone hear this?
I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't
No, I
know.
didn't
I'm
hear
not a
that.
Yeah,
content
I
creator,
did hear
so
it, and I
I'm.
have witnessed
Mhm.
it because I'm
Okay.
getting notifications from people that I'm like, I don't even know this person. How did I get involved in this? Yes, that is
Hmm.
true.
Okay, I was making sure. And also, when you're gifted a membership, sometimes you're not even expecting it or wanting it.
And
Sometimes,
sometimes you're not even sub to the person. I apologize. Sometimes you're
exactly.
not even a sub to the person that you've got a gifted membership from. Watch that part.
Exactly. And sometimes you may just be going over for a certain show that day. Like, okay, let me say hello, let me be gracious. But it doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying, that you want a membership. I think that that's overstepping one's bounds. But then again, that does help the content creators. But now, and I kept saying, what's the angle? Why are they here? Is something going on here? And as I started seeing it more and more, I said, oh, that's the play. Okay, I get it now. And it's about control as well. That's just my opinion. When you start gifting and when you start getting wrenches, and then it's certain perks that come along with that. You know what I'm saying? And so
Most
it's
definitely.
yeah, and it's
Hmm.
sort of like, if you don't drop these people, then I'm gonna refund on my memberships. If you don't drop these people, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's a form of control, you
And
know.
that's exactly what
Mhm,
that Shakim dude does. He'll get
mhm.
up on the panel if he's allowed. If they don't let him up on the panel after he gifts, he he'll write in the chat, "I'm taking my memberships back," or he'll go to his
Yeah.
panel because I think him and Ness doesn't like him really anymore too much. So she started going live on top of his lives and draining his chat.
Oh,
So
okay.
he came over and he's like, "I'm taking back all my memberships." That's how he took back the 50 he gave to her. So you're absolutely right. And people in the chat were saying he's trying to control your panel, Ness. So
Hmm.
Mama Global, you're exactly right. And let me add on and then I'll shut up. There have been people in the chats, King Roman News, who, when he shot those 50 gifts down and people start getting memberships, I honestly saw people in the chats going, "I don't even like this clown. How can I get
Right.
my membership back? I don't want anything
Hmm.
from him."
Hmm.
So go ahead. I'm
Give it to
sorry.
somebody else.
Yes.
Exactly. And especially if people are familiar with you or with
Hmm.
that person that's throwing the memberships out, they're like, no, no, no. It's sort of like, and I keep saying this, all money isn't good money.
That's
So
right.
they know if I come into any sector, I might throw five, I might throw 10, whatever. Sometimes I may not throw anything for months. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to support you in other ways. That just means that I'm not trying to buy, oh, okay, honey, that I'm not trying to buy my way in. I'm
Right.
here because I want to be here. The perks, the money, and so forth, that's a bonus. You know what I'm saying? And and also, like, being monetized and this and that is so much that goes into it with content creators, that and I've seen this where they finally get monetized and then they're demonetized the next day. It's a vicious game, and I would warn a lot of the content creators that are listening and that are in the bushes, if they find their way over to your channel because they're not accepted anywhere else, be wary. That's all I have to say. I love you guys. I'll be in the chat.
Bye, Mama Global. And I just want to add this caveat. We are in no way talking about Faith Yaya, who got over 600 memberships gifted to her in one live. That was strictly off of liking her and everything else positive. She in no way got any memberships that night from any of the Umar boys, and she got over 600 gifted to her. I just wanted to
Yes,
put that
and
in
one
there.
night. Yes,
Yeah,
and
she is.
shout out to Faith Yaya.
Yeah, she is not included in this.
And thank you, Mama Global, for jumping on. I was on mute. I couldn't get off fast enough to tell her thanks for hitting the
She's so
panel. But thank
sweet.
you so much. Yes, she is just a
And,
beautiful
and
soul.
can I
I
say
love me
one?
some Mama Global.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Even though the View is not a panel hoe, I've heard some people say she was a hoe. No, I'm just joking. Of you, I'm just joking. And she even
Ah,
Why?
is.
Why did I feel
That's
Corey
why I
flinch a
tell her
little
to
bit?
laugh. Listen here, don't be talking about my damn business, okay? Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
that's why I keep my legs closed. They've been closed for 23 years, and the goddamn YouTube ain't gonna make me crack my goddamn legs open. Y'all
I'm
need to do
Wow.
that
trying. I'm
shit. Okay, but
trying.
I appreciate your comment. I know
You
it was
know I
in
love you.
comedy. It's all good, baby.
It
Uh-uh.
is.
You
It's
met
all
the
Hey,
comedy.
big.
QI.
What's up, QI?
Salute, salute, salute in the building.
How
Mama
you
Um,
Global.
doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about everybody?
I'm
Pretty
doing
How's
good.
wonderful,
everybody?
child.
Yeah,
Enjoying
I
this
heard y'all.
Tuesday, child. You know this the last day of the month, QI, so we got to get our commentary in, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I heard y'all talking about the current saga with the Umar boys or whatever. And I don't know if people realize that there are like two groups that are actually trying to come in, and the groups were competing with each other, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I've
so
noticed that.
uh-huh. And then MBK, he went and he did the morning commute, in which, it was a nice show. It was a nice
No,
show.
no.
I got you, Coria. I got you, Corio lover.
You know it.
But
But
you
go
know what
ahead. I'm sorry.
um okay. But it was an agenda behind it. And so pretty much um it's just been a lot of competition. I'm trying to, keep it general. There's been a lot of competition, and there's even competition between like Ness and Brianna. And so if you notice that, like Shakim, he left Ness and he sort of joined forces with Brianna. And so, at the end of the day, it's all about like the money.
Yeah. I
It
think
is, yeah,
QI.
absolutely. It's all about the money. That's why they jump from camp to camp.
Yeah, they play off of, and that's what I don't understand that they don't understand. They're playing them. They'll go to one, make the other one jealous. So by the time they go back over there, they're really wanted. And, it's just all plays. And then everybody goes over to their channel and they really don't have any respect. They're using you too. When the content creators go over there or big name subbies go over there, they're using you too. It's all a play.
Mhm.
It's all a play. And
Mhm.
what factions do you
Mm-hmm.
see warring with each other in the Umar situation? Because I know
Say that
MBK.
again.
I know MBK is no longer. He got kicked off of the morning show with what's his
Mhm.
face, and so now Ness modded him up, and so ZX unmodded him because Ness modded him up.
Mhm.
And so
Because
that's
you
the
have
saga.
the black sector versus the Umar boys. And
So who's the black sector going against the Umar boys? Who in the black
okay,
sector?
MBK is black sector. He's ZX.
Yes.
Well, he was ZX moderator, ZX friend, and you got like you have like, and I think the black sector is split. I think that like it's two. Um, I think it's two different sets of the black sector, and because I don't think they're all like really like getting along or whatever. But I remember a while back they called a truce with each other because they were way wilder than the B sector. They were swatting.
You asked her and she is here.
Who is that?
Damn.
Girl,
I don't see Deanna.
Deanna just was going off on Nika panel, child.
Oh,
Oh, okay, okay.
Deanna, if you in the chat, Deanna, I'm gonna need you to hit the panel, bitch. Hit the panel,
Who's
bitch.
she going off on?
Child, I don't even know. Somebody said Deanna was going off. Somebody sent me a message said Deanna going off. And so, Deanna, if you're done going off over there, please hit the panel.
I
Yes,
want to get
ma'am.
to
I want to
that
hear about that.
Please hit the panel.
because
We need that tea.
Nika's damn live. Nika's live was live. That's why I was over there. But go ahead, QI. I'm
Nika been
sorry,
live for
but
like 8 hours.
QI, I want to know because I'm not seeing except for MBK and Glitter Boots and Buttertooth. That's Vic Damone. Those are the
Vic
only
Damone,
three.
yeah.
Yeah, the only three Black Sector
Black
people.
Rampage, Black Rampage. Most of them
Intrinsic's
intrinsic
been over
love.
here though. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
the black sector has been over here for a while,
yeah.
but only a few of them got entrance. Like Lady La, she pretty much can do things and stuff like that with Lady Nika and Brianna and
Pizza.
Pizarro. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then Buddy Lee, but like none of the rest of them did, and I think they have a problem with it. Like you got Beasley, you have
Yeah,
Beasley, Ghetto
he's trash.
Intellect.
Trash.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't. That's like pretty much why they didn't gain interest and why they shouldn't gain interest because as we could tell, they're not planning to come along. They're just like waiting for somebody to come step through the doorway, like they were hoping that MBK could come through the doorway. However, I guess binary code. Figured out what was going on and decided against it because he said he was trolling or whatever, but I don't believe it. I think he was
Mm.
fishing. And so in binary code them they were they had their group over there that was trying to come in, and pretty much like what people don't realize is once you start like allowing their content, allowing them to do content on us, and then allowing their content in our sector, that's pretty much like you're merging right there because
But
like if in it.
but
Go ahead.
QI, you're over there every morning. I hear. So
Not every morning, and I go over there for a reason because like when I go over there, I'm listening to what they're saying, right? I'm listening
that's
to
giving
what
them
they're
click and
saying.
views.
Now I wanted to know where they were coming from because I'm not like they don't come to my panel. They don't
Mm-hmm.
like they're not coming to my panel. I'm not like taking any money from them. I'm not doing any of that. And like like I can't just go tell Brianna stop it. I can't just tell Ness to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It had to be a lucrative, like it had to be like it had to be something evident in terms of, well, I know how they work. Neither one of them are going to want to be responsible for anything bad happening. So basically, when I was going over there, I was listening. I was listening to where they were coming from because, of course, they were doing commentary. And if you listen to their commentary, they made it very clear that they wanted to do a takeover. And pretty much what their plans um, were is to be able to like pretty much use our content, use us for content. And they were also going to instigate situations, instigate wars amongst like people in the
That
B
and they've
sector.
done
Just
that. And they've done that.
yes, they have. Yes, they have to get content they were going to use, and their content would have probably ended up being more popular than ours. And that's why I was started suggesting to the people in the B sector, like we need to, start pulling up the smaller content creators. We need to get the smaller content creators more active. We need to support more people within the small, more smaller content creators in order to counteract what they're trying to do. Or we need to just do that, period, in order to become like a strong sector again.
But Hennywise has captured them on other panels like Baby Mama Bree, people like that. They've caught them
Mhm.
on other panels and chats talking about, taking over the beef sector, who they
Mhm.
need to hit, how much money they're going to give each person. Henny Weiss has captured all that. Henny Weiss is good. She captures everything. And it's right there on her channel. But if people would just take the time to go over there and listen, they laid out the game plan on numerous occasions
Mhm.
over in other sectors, and she's caught it. And you can hear them, especially people like to say, oh, binary code. I don't like the rest of them, but I like binary. He's the ringleader. He's
Mhm.
the
And he's
ringleader.
very manipulative. He has
Yes,
like I said before, he has like either a degree in sociology or well, he said something else lately, but you could
he's a
he
liar.
also yeah, he also studied. He said he studied cults. He went through cults and studied cults and different things of that nature. So like that that raised my red flag right there. You know, and he's very manipulative as well. But um, I don't know.
Can,
I'm not
can,
sure if he's pulled out or not. I
no,
pulled out. You don't think he's pulled out?
no. Didn't he have one this morning, or has he not did one? I know he didn't do one yesterday.
He's
And
not doing any more morning commutes until July the 9th, I believe,
mhm, mhm. hmm
which
Because
is
he's
like
trying
what,
to
2 months?
regroup. Yeah, he's hanging out in the clouds, testing the temperature, but he's still dropping down in chats. He was all through Lady Nika's chat today, instigating. I noticed that he's been in Ness's and he's picking on MBK, and MBK is paying him dust like he should. Because he's trying to get content from that, but MBK is not falling for it. He just ignores
Mhm.
him. Different things like that. So, I feel that we talk about them too much. When we talk about
Mhm.
them, other people get curious and want to go over there and watch them. Um, and I just think that if people would just realize, because I know a lot of people go, oh, the content is good, it's a good show. Yeah, because they're talking about us. Beef sector is the
Yeah,
bomb. We, of course, have good
true.
content. So, yeah,
And
it's a good show because they're talking about us.
with the monopoly messes us up. The monopoly messes us up because with the monopoly, pretty much all of the content is similar or the same. It's pretty much just like panels and people arguing on panels or challenges and different things of that nature, instead of the way that it used to be back in the older days with the B sector, where different people were doing different content. Like people think that just because, like the newer people have been convinced that just because it's called the B sector, that people just, argue with each other every day. They don't realize that a lot of these beefs stem from like real content because, Sean Bradley was doing politics, James was doing the reviews, what, VS was doing a variety of different type of content as well. And then like Fi Babe, I guess she was doing what, vlogging and ministry or something like that.
And
But
trending news.
ministry, trendy news or something. And then Jay Wilson, he had of course the church. And if you notice, Jay Wilson's views went down. And I told Spiller Boy this myself. I noticed that Jay Wilson's views had made a tremendous drop. Um, um, Phi Babe, she just, sort of left and went to another sector. Sean Bradley, he left and said he wasn't gonna, he was no longer, gonna do anything. So most of the people in VS, of course, she's not, active in the beef sector like, like back then. And so with most of the people with the larger numbers, not actively participating, it only left Spiller Boy, it only left James with the larger numbers. And see, Code had his eye on James. Code was like working on getting in there with James.
Oh,
Um,
they cashed at him behind the scenes and stuff, but Mother wasn't going. Oh, they cashed
right,
at him.
right. And like so basically like and see that's what hurts us because of the fact that back then like we had a lot of growing channels. Like you had, your larger content creators, and then you had a slew of like people, I'd say like in the 2,000, 3,000 subscriber range, and it was a lot more activity back then. And see, what hurts us now is that there is not a lot of activity in the beef sector amongst the beef sector. In the B sector amongst the B sector. If we did that, we would organically grow, and as well, like if we focus more on supporting B sector people instead of bringing outside people in, because there's been so many people brought from the outside that has been given promoted, or new people that have been promoted or been given a boost or whatever, and you
and
know
they're
um
and they're leaving old beef sector content creators in the dust. It's like you're right.
right.
Sure.
Like these people, they come in throwing money around, and they just flocked over there to them and forgot all
Yep.
about the great content that is over here. QI, like you said, with smaller beef sector people, and I just think like, okay, I know, and Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong, please, immediately. I think, like VS wanted to interview them, the Umar boys. And from what I gather, they were told not to go over there.
They were
They
scared of
completely,
her, in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. They were told not to
They
go
were
over there.
told
Yeah,
not to go over there.
they were told not to go over there, Charlie.
That's so dumb. Because here's the
They,
thing: they could have got the
they could have
numbers.
made, yeah, they could have got the numbers. They could have made, they themselves could have made money, but they shut it down. It's like, and and unfortunately, it was easy to do, you know, uh, and it's not fair. It's not fair. No
And
matter
that's
how
the
you
problem.
feel about smaller content creators, you can't just keep everything all to yourselves. And then they're the main ones saying, "Well, the beef sector is boring. Don't we want new people in here to generate content?" Well, yeah, but can you do it the right way? Like, what's wrong with like the chat reps and I'm just talking about the freshman group. They sat in the chats. They paid their dues for a year or two, and then they wanted to start channels. You see what I'm saying? That's organic to me. You were a subby, you sat in the chats, you paid your dues. How can people just come over here, throw money around, and get all the
It's me.
publicity and grow their channels like that? Is
Okay,
that what
I
you're
see you. You can turn your camera back off.
is that what
Okay.
you're saying, QI? You know what I'm saying? They just come over here and all the support is thrown to them. And then when
Hmm.
they're like, then they go, they twerk. And then when they don't really support you, and I wish that other content creators would realize this, when they don't support you, not throwing money at you, but they come in your chats twerking around just to be seen, and then they hit your panel. Oh, I just love you. Your content is so great. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, where's the money? You
Have
free
y'all
Hmm.
pub
seen something?
you
I
free
got.
publicity. You get free publicity. I'm sorry, Charlie, and you're
I'm,
twerking around in the smaller CC's chat. Go ahead, Charlie. I'm
I'm so
sorry.
sorry, Corio.
I'm
I had
sorry.
something to add. Shakim just popped under one of VS's posts asking how much a promotion was from her.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm
Because he's
saying?
out. Because
See
he's
what
Child.
out.
I'm
Like,
but they weren't
because
good enough to come over there when she asked them to. They
right.
let other people tell them, no, you don't want to go over there. She's a trip, blah, blah, blah. See, but now because you're getting put out of everywhere, now you want to come to
Hmm.
like she calls herself the big dingaling or the lingo
King Ding Lang.
king
Yeah,
dingaling.
she's always
Yes.
called herself the King Dingaling, but I
Yeah,
want to
you know
say
what I'm
as far
saying?
as
I hope she doesn't let it. I mean, if she does, of course that's on her.
You
But
know
he's
they
not
won't
going.
last
Well,
long.
He's not going
yeah.
to see. They send out
Nope.
Shakim to test her, and
yep.
then all of a sudden you'll see buy me or they'll want to be on her because they're getting shut out
They had
slowly.
Hmm.
a free opportunity to do content with her and
Right,
hit the
and
panel and do
right,
commentary, and
right.
nobody.
right. And now that their asses are hitting the skids, now they want to be bothered with her. You see that?
But
But
see,
you
here's
know,
the thing.
VS knows how to handle that.
Yeah, and I always knew it wouldn't work out. The only person I was concerned about was more or less Brianna. In terms of Ness, I already knew that it was, I already knew that it was going to be an expiration date with that.
Oh, Ness sees him
Um,
the long way. She saw him the long way.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already knew that there was going to be an expiration date. I was concerned about, Brianna, but I already knew that, and really, Brianna, she was going to be easy as well because it's like all we had to do was put the pressure on her. Once people started telling her that they were using her, and then I knew that they were going to start slick shading her. I
And
knew
they
I knew
have.
what their plan.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to
Mm-hmm.
sabotage, like what they plan to do. Binary plan to do. He planned to garner all as much support as he could from Brianna's chat. And he thought
Mm-hmm.
that Brianna was the B sector. He thought that was the biggest part of the B sector, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he
Mm-hmm.
planned to garner all the Brianna's support, which would have been Pettyville and Lady Nika, pretty much, right? Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then once he did that, he was gonna because she's proclaiming that she's the queen and she runs the B sector. So basically, what he was gonna do is once he felt like people liked him, he was popular, and he had more influence than she did. He was gonna totally damage. He was gonna come in and totally damage her like by weight shaming and different things of that nature.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everybody.
And
This
welcome to
is
the
Who's
Real
panel, Real
Mama
Mama Fifi. Welcome to
Hey,
Fifi.
the
real mama Fifi.
Hi.
Salute.
Hey, Mama
Wh-
Fifi.
Hey. He was over on ZX channel, um, getting pointers from ZX how to
Mm-hmm.
deal with the beef section. I
Oh,
was in the
Lord,
Mm-hmm.
have
crowd
mercy.
laughing. But
Mm-hmm.
he started off. Shakim started off with Bree first. Then he went over to Ness. I
Mm-hmm.
was subbed to Ness, and I watched him. He paid $200, and it was supposed to be for him to co-host for 2 weeks, which is
For a
what
week,
he
wasn't it?
did.
7 days.
Seven for a week. Yeah, for a
Yeah,
week,
7 days.
which is what he did. He was there, but he was telling ZX that he didn't do all his time. Yes, he did. Now the
Hmm.
chat never took to him. I mean, they was dogging him, dragging him in the chat.
He's
But she got that
disgusting.
money, so she kept him up there. So he got what he paid for. He got that
She
week.
fulfilled her end of the bargain.
Yes. And
And if
so,
he doesn't have a contract, if there's nothing that was in writing, it's a lost cause.
right. Was ZX was telling him that a verbal contract would work for him as long as he had proof that they had a verbal contract. I'm thinking
Well,
everybody knew.
a
All he
verbal
had to do is,
contract.
yeah, to
A,
pull up
a,
one of the chats, and you could see him saying or her saying you're the co-host, and asking him for his input, and asking him to co-host. She had to push him to do it. So I think that's wrong of him to try to get that money back. Now,
he's big Mama Fifi.
yes,
He's a liar.
yes,
He tried to run her panel. He was running
yes.
people off the panel. He was arguing with the women, talking all up underneath their clothes, calling them bitches and whores and hoes. He did the most. We're talking about Shakim, hood table.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Mama
But he's
Fifi.
not
I'm
the
sorry.
only one. He wasn't. He's not the only one. There was a lot of them over there. He was the least disrespectful, in my opinion. Because I don't know if y'all heard Black Rampage. He's
No,
just
I
pure
missed
OD.
that. I
I missed
heard.
that.
Yeah,
I heard about it
yeah.
though.
Because Coupon Therapy, she clicked the link and she asked Ness to drop the link for her drops. Right? She wanted to buy some of her drops. And Black Rampage was so busy wanting to see two black women argue and fuss with each other that like he completely just cursed coupon therapy out, and then she like luckily she held her ground, because if she hadn't, I would have gotten up there, but she held her ground. She held her ground, and then she tried to tell Ness about it like the next day or whatever, but because Uppity likes Black Rampage so much
Yes.
and wants him to be in the dating show or whatever, in which I wouldn't do that because he's a felon, and he's abusive, and it's like documented that he's abusive. So why would you like put any woman in that type of situation?
And far as I know, he's still with Betty, his wife.
Betty. Oh, you from the black sector, Mama Fifi?
I go back and forth. I started off in the beef. I went over to the black sector, and I'm very familiar with his wife, Betty Boo. And I saw her in a chat. I
Oh,
went looking for her. She's still around.
and
Yeah,
she's not
she's
black,
Kim.
is she?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh
she's
yeah.
Kimmy.
She's
She's
black.
Kimmy's mom. She's
Yes.
just Kimmy's one of just Kimmy's mods too.
I
Oh, is
must
that
have
where
her
I
mixed
saw
up.
her?
It's
Mm-hmm.
another Betty. It's another Betty, huh?
Yes, no, her name is Betty Boo. Boop. Betty Boop. She
Mm-hmm.
liked to play
Okay.
games, the video games. So she be over there with Vic a lot. Vic Damone.
Buttertooth.
Okay.
And so he's playing because he doesn't care anything about Uppity, and he's basically just playing on Uppity. And see, I observed, Choreo Lover, I observed. And I have been wondering where this heat came from, right? And I heard Diva Tomboy say that this heat came from her, which makes sense because one day this heat tried to get me to debate with Tommy Sotomayor, and so like I'm like that was strange to me because first of all, Tommy's not even supposed to be online. He was completely banned from YouTube. This
True.
is his second or third time, and everybody knows like how Tommy is, and why would you like, and so basically it really confused me to why this heat loved ZX too, and ZX has a similar personality because most of them are Tommy followers. Most of the black sector, they like stem from
You're
Tommy.
true. You're right.
And yeah, and Nature Boy. Yeah,
Can I say
You're right.
something real quick, please?
yes, of course. It's your channel,
Um,
babe.
I'm not sure if Bless Watkins been vindicated has been in our chat before. I don't know if that's a troll or not.
Let me
But
check.
I know she's
but
back.
but Miss Tiva was not being messy by telling you to not promote other people who are live in the chat.
Wait a minute.
So
What
yes,
happened?
I did delete your comment
Oh.
What
telling me
happened?
to Bless Watkins said somebody else was live right now and somebody beefing over there and I need to do a recap. But I don't know, like the like that's just something that's unspoken.
That's
You don't
not Bless.
advertise
That's a
somebody's live
That's not
when they
Yeah,
are
Bless.
that's
live.
a
That's a
troll.
troll.
I believe
It's a
that's a
troll.
troll.
Okay, that's what I assumed because when Miss Tiva mentioned it to him, like, don't do that. You shouldn't promote other people who live. And they said, you just messy. No, she's not being messy. I mean, that's proper chat etiquette.
I was
Right.
just typing something too.
Yeah, you're not gonna
And
come in
that you
here
don't do
messing with
that
Miss
shit.
Tiva.
I don't do
You
that
don't
in other
mess with.
people's lives. You don't do that shit. They got 7,000 people over there in the chat, and we got a little old 53. Why would you come over here and do that? Not like we competing. Please believe me.
But you also don't
And don't mess with Miss T Velocity in this chat.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank
no
you.
go over
Thank you.
here. She
Thank
we
is
you.
don't
always
disrespect
welcome.
chatters.
Yeah, and
That's why I
with
have
her
to
in
interrupt because
particular.
no, you're not going to
Yeah.
come for Miss T Velocity because
Nope.
she's telling you right.
Nope. And even if you don't like her, keep it cute. There's room for debate, but you're not gonna call her names and
That's what
stuff.
they said. I just put it on the panel. That's what they said. I'm about to block they ass because
Yeah.
I don't I
Yeah.
don't play that shit. Don't come over
That
here.
don't sound like Bless.
No,
No.
Bless Watkins wouldn't. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's not her channel. That's a troll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
don't do
Mm-mm.
that. That's disrespectful. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
But
Well,
But
but in
it.
terms of him, excuse me,
Go
was
ahead.
somebody
Go ahead,
in
Mama
terms
CC.
of him trying to get back the memberships, he freely gave the memberships out. He said
yeah.
on a number of occasions that he was going to give out 100 memberships, and
Mhm.
then he was going to stop and go and focus on his channel. So I
Mhm.
guess his plan was those 100 memberships, those people would come over,
Mhm.
to him. He gave me one. I didn't go over there. I wasn't
Mhm.
interested. I wasn't
Mhm.
interested when he was over in Nest, but um, it was funny watching the people in the chat drag him. Nobody practically cared for him, but
Mm-mm.
Ness wasn't giving up that money. Now, in terms of buying people, the last time I was in her chat, Ness said someone, Jay Dunn was on the panel. Someone sent her $100. She said to drop Jay Dunn, and she explained it to Jay Dunn, and she dropped Jay Dunn. A few minutes later, she said, "Oh, Jay Dunn done cashed out me more than that. She done cashed out me enough where she can stay. She can't be knocked off the panel before June or July,
No, she chose August.
huh?
She finally settled on August.
August. Oh
Yes,
wow,
ma'am. She changed it up and said
that was
August.
bad enough. So
Mm.
and I kept asking, what happened to the one that gave you the $100? She should get her money back. I
Oh,
thought,
I don't know. That
but
to me, that's the chance you take when you do something
Mhm.
like that.
see, I
If you're
would put
gonna pay for somebody
specifications.
to get off the, yeah, if you're gonna
If I
pay,
was going to do that, I would say how long.
you
I
know.
wouldn't yet, or like to the end of the show, because people do that all the time. They pay to have Jay Dunn drop. So I guess Jay Dunn is safe till August.
Right.
Damn, that's
And that's why
terrible.
they do it. That's why they do it.
And
They
that's why
that
I
especially.
suspect that dropping and somebody.
Mhm.
I mean, she didn't say how much Jay Dunn sent her, but I can't see. She had to practically press Jay Dunn to give her $20 that Jay Dunn said she would give her one day to stay up on the panel. Because she'll go up and derail the conversation real quick. And then she repeats the same thing over and over. I just can't tolerate her. Usually I can have so much of Jay Dunn and then I leave. And she
Well,
know it.
I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna give you some insight, right? You got to see whose team people are on, right? Cause it's a lot of people. I'm solo. I don't do the group thing anymore. I don't do that. All right, but a lot of these people they ride with groups. When they start bragging about numbers, it's because they're riding with a group. Riding with a group, and that's where they're getting their numbers from. Um, being deeply invested in a group, and so when people come up and they derail the conversation, because you'll see sometimes chat rep might do it, you'll see sometimes Joanna might do it. It
Yep.
is because something is being discussed that the other party does not want discussed, because they like to deflect, and especially when they get in the hot seat.
Oh yeah. You're right. I've seen that. And I think a few of them are working together. That's why I say it's
Hmm.
suspect. But with
Sassy
what
said, "Who y'all talking about?"
We talking about you, Sassy.
Don't do our
no, no,
Sassy.
we talking
Sassy,
about the group over there at Nessus.
Sassy, I am
You
mad
know.
at you. I'm
They
so
said,
mad
they
at you.
said, who's a little goofball? That's oh Lord,
Jay Dunn
oh Lord, that's my Jay Dizzle. Oh Lord,
Yeah,
or
I like Jay
I love
Dunn,
Jay
and
Dunn. I mean,
hmm but
she has her faults. She has her faults, but
yeah.
who don't
uppity.
over here? You know what I mean? But yeah,
But
okay.
it is what it is. Like people are committed or allied with their team, and sometimes you have to like sort of understand that they're there for a reason.
Man, I ain't did that click behavior since high school.
I know it,
I
but I've
like who I
seen it.
like, and I don't like who I don't like, and I don't allow people to tell me who I can like on here, where I should go, who I should like, who I should support. I've been like that since day one, 10 toes down. I don't understand this group click behavior, but then again, I do because like how some people say monopolize. I think QI said that before. Monopolize. How
Hmm.
people monopolize day in and day out, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m.,
But
3
Hmm.
did
p.m.,
y'all
5
see
p.m.
Ness's?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
Yeah.
monopolize the network on this this entertainment application, and that's why I say, and I'll say it again for all you fellow smaller YouTubers, get in where you fucking fit in. Do not keep waiting on people to get off a live before you go live, because you will
Right.
never get in where you fit in, and people will either come or they will catch the replay if they really support you.
That's
That's
true.
true. Well, Hood Table, can you finish reading the comments and stuff from KRN when he said he was about Shakimi, and you remember you were going to read like
Oh,
the
oh,
comments and stuff?
oh no, that was it. That was it. I just read
Oh,
those two
okay.
comments. I read those two
Oh,
polls that he had on here. But what's up, Miss Tiva?
What's up? No.
hey, Miss
What's
Tiva,
up,
beautiful.
Miss
But
Ninja?
but
I don't know if
Raymond,
you say
you
nigga,
have
but
to
Champ
I
be
is
do
quick.
here.
weird. I'm gonna say ninja just
Well,
in
listen,
case.
I'm gonna drop down. I just wanted to ask, did y'all see Ness's the title of her
Uh-huh. The next live stream.
unmod
I'll be
unmod my
there. I'll be
mods, or
there.
I'm
I'll be there.
unmod them?
She need to unride Modney's. Uh,
Wait, I
she
just
needs to
came to clear
unmod
something
Gomer.
up.
Go
You
ahead.
Okay,
see?
go ahead, Miss Tiva.
I just want to clear something. I was not talking about Jay Dunn. Y'all read when I said the goofball, it was Jakeem, Rob.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
Jay.
Uh-oh. Did she?
okay.
Hello?
I don't want no shit with her. But no, I was
Okay.
talking about when y'all said who's the goofball. Look, I said Shakimi. But y'all
Oh,
was
okay.
busy talking. But I just wanted to
Yeah,
clear
they
that
was
up.
talking about Jay Dunn, and I just, you know how the chat goes. See, that's how
No,
people get in
no.
situations, Miss Tiva. So I understand why you came up here,
Yeah,
because people will be like, "Oh, well, I saw in the Hood Tables chat."
yeah, and baby, trust me, people be in the clouds just waiting for
And you
you to
don't need
say
no
To
more
something.
shit.
instigate.
And I
You don't
You
don't,
need
let
know,
no
me
more
tell you
shit.
something. I don't need no more shit. It's up and stuck with us, and that's it, and that's all. So
okay.
I just wanted to clear that up, baby. Not that y'all meant any harm. Y'all was so busy talking, you didn't read when you said who's the goofball, and I wrote Shakimi. That dude
Okay.
was goofy from the start. I never liked him.
Yeah. Well,
Is
he
He
that
know.
is
binary
just,
code in the chat at the Hood Table?
yeah, I
If
think
y'all
he's their
think
What's
Shakim,
distractor.
the binary code?
if y'all
Uh-uh.
think Shakim is bad, then
Get
you
out of
like you don't
here.
even really want to see the true binary.
We
No,
don't.
let me tell y'all
Yeah.
something. I
Let me
swear, I
see
think I
here.
told y'all this before. Somebody gave me the whole rundown on that sector. I'm talking about the whole rundown. And they was on point. And they told me just to watch them. Watch how they start coming in. And then they was saying if so and so come in, it's really shit because hit the fan for the beef sector. And lo and behold, when I saw that person's name, I thought, oh, here this go. But I think
Mm-hmm.
we diverted real quick from them.
I think so
Mm-hmm.
too.
Oh,
I
I didn't
I
drop
think
her.
so
I didn't
too.
drop her. I don't know what happened, but I didn't drop her.
Okay. Well,
But
she said the truth.
she is right. They have a lot because you have some people that want to
I
push
really
political
don't.
things.
I really
You
don't
have
want
some
to.
they're pushing stuff, and then they're about like notice how notice they really didn't want everybody didn't come in wanting to give money, and then the ones who did, it was going to be temporary money. It was just a bait.
Okay. Well,
You
can
see,
we
you
talk
see,
about since
see,
he's in the
just
chat?
look though. See, they
Yep.
like everywhere now. He talking about binary code. Yeah, I'm gonna finish saying. what I said. But anyway, somebody gave me the rundown. I ain't gonna stop saying what I said. Somebody gave
Mm-hmm.
me the whole rundown on them and how they move and where they come from. And they said, watch how different ones start coming over. And lo and behold,
Mm-hmm.
everybody they named on that damn list start coming over here with the exception of one person. And they said that's just how they come in. Now I do believe that they was coming over here to snatch some of our people,
Mm-hmm.
and I think and Coach, I see you right in there. See, this is what I mean. See how they hang up in clouds and shit? But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I think they were, but we diverted it. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that they knew that the beef sector was really this strong,
Mm-hmm. They
but they
thought what
they
they
targeted certain
Mhm.
people. Yeah, I do believe that, but it didn't work. I don't think it worked.
it's not going to work because what they thought was it's full of black women and gay men.
Mhm.
So straight men are going to come in here
Exactly.
and rock the black women and ignore the
Exactly.
gay men, and it's not
And
going
they
to
thought that
happen.
everybody had a mindset like Brianna's,
Yeah,
or
and them.
Brianna's.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they
And
did. They scoped it out.
Mm-hmm.
They
who
scoped it
told
out.
binary code? Like binary code. Now, who told
Don't.
you to come over here?
I'm
Mm.
telling you, they everywhere. They in everyone's cat.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say you didn't love my channel, but I think that you all had a plan, Code. I didn't say you didn't love my channel
Oh,
because
he
I used to
loves
be
the
over there support.
channel.
But I'm saying I believe y'all did have a plan, and your plan might have failed. I do
I
believe that.
love
I'm
you,
just gonna stick with that.
Panelist.
Somebody gave me the whole rundown, and from what they gave me is exactly how you guys were moving over here, Code. It is the truth.
Mm-hmm. It says yes, he
Now,
is,
Miss
but they
Eva, didn't you interview Code?
No,
No,
he
she
was
did
from my
MBK.
platform.
Who
well
did you
then
interview?
Uh,
Okay,
binary is no
MBK,
one.
because I remember you wanted
Let
to
me.
interview one of them to see why they were doing what they were doing or what their motive was, or
Well, she knows
you
now.
know.
Shit.
Okay.
Right,
And
right.
no one told me to come here. Well, then how'd you find it? How did you
See, this
find
is
it?
what I'm saying.
It's the
Like,
algorithm. Once you co-mingle and you start existing in a different sector, like I say all the time, I be seeing people like remember that dude that just hit
Girl.
our panel the other day? And I was like, who is that? And they was like, oh, that's a Umar boy. I'm like, well, how the hell he find me? And then right after the show, I went and just start going on YouTube and all the videos start going down on my little thing and that dude was live and it showed me he was live and I wasn't even subscribed to him. So that's how
mm,
Google works. They just
Well,
yeah,
and
it's the
yeah,
algorithm.
yeah.
It's definitely the
mhm.
algorithm,
yeah,
and they wanted to capture Code is a very smart person. All of them
I
Yes,
is
get
he
it.
is.
kind of. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that trolling shit though is something I don't play. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, he never disrespect my platform, but he came up there trolling ZX, and I didn't realize. But that trolling shit. Oops, I'm sorry. That
No,
trolling
you.
to me is a real level of immaturity. Everybody don't play those games. Like I don't play that on my platform. So they went to the right places. They went to the right places that they thought that they could get in. They could troll. They could do whatever they want. I didn't, like I said. Now I'm not gonna lie. I did like that morning commute show with him and MBK and them because I saw something different. I'm just telling y'all. Everybody may not like it
I
because
did hear that that had dispersed or somebody got removed or
Well,
but
yeah,
there
dispersed.
was
because
a
Well, Code, why are you not going live until July
do we
9th? But what
care?
happened was,
See, you asking questions that don't nobody care about, QI. Don't nobody care. I
no,
hope
I
he
do.
over
doesn't
there.
go. He doesn't
But
go.
that last
I
show
got you,
when
Live
Shaquem
Toria.
again.
and MB
We
them
know
got,
you're
I
not
thought
gonna
that was bullshit.
promote.
I can't even do it
I
now. I
thought
can't
Coach
even.
should have shut that down, but they probably had already had a plan. That's
Hmm.
why I think now they had a plan, but their plan kind of failed when it came to getting into the beef sector like that.
Because they thought people were over here
That's just
stupid,
me.
and
I'm
I
not
think he's the ringleader, and I think what he does, he pushes the other ones forward to do the dirt work, and then he sees if it works or not, and then he knows what not to do. Everybody
Well,
over here isn't
well, I did
stupid.
hear that somebody
did the sound go out?
Yeah, I think the hood table.
I think the
I did
sound went
hear
out
that
on me.
it wasn't going live for like 3, 4, 5 months for now. Is that what
Yeah,
QI
2 months.
Hmm.
said?
Yeah, 2 months. And I was just concerned. I was curious about that. Like, curious
Why?
about his reasons for that.
Because
I just
NBK
want to see if he was
quit.
going to answer.
Y'all give too much questioning and care about what these weirdos are doing.
Well,
I
wait
don't
a
even
minute.
think
He
I don't even think we should
he
be
said
even
I'm
talking
running from
about it as
ZX and
much.
MBK.
The
He
choreo
Right.
said I'm
lover.
running from ZX and MBK.
Yeah, right.
Choreo lover.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't know. Listen about hood table, but I'm gonna tell you about me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to network, you guys. You have to network. It's just where you go to network. And as a content creator, think about it. All of us are over here content creators. We share the same subs, right? So how would you really grow if you didn't network? It's just the type of networking people are doing is
That's
a
it
bit,
right
Hmm
there.
yeah, that's
And
what it is.
who and
Y'all don't
who
mind
you
networking. Think about it.
and who you network with.
Right.
You
You
don't
guys
let
And
wouldn't
their
mind
somebody in the
branching out.
door that's trying to take
Right.
over. That's what
It's
you
the
and
way
their
don't do.
people
network
network.
and their network was not going to be something that would have benefited the entire B sector. It would have only benefited them.
There
Exactly.
it
And
is.
Binary Code was the first one over here, right?
Who knows?
I mean,
Who
I think
Uh,
knows?
think so. Wasn't he?
They
Wasn't he
I
the
came
one
th-
over in
that
they
on
came
first?
over in such a
Well, they
group
came
hood
through
table.
Lemon. They came
It's
through Lemon's
hard to
Right.
platform.
tell.
Because after Baby Brina, what's her name? Baby
Yeah,
Mama.
oh,
Baby
I
Mama
forgot
Brina.
her.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
They
I
forgot
guess
they
I
about
would
her
say
name.
that
Right.
binary. I guess
I
I
don't
would say that he was the first one because of the baby mama Brina
Right.
situation.
Right.
but he
And
didn't come over
lemon.
by himself first. They
And
came in a
lemon.
group. He didn't come over by himself. They entered as a group.
I could have sworn one came, and then a day later another came, and
Mm-mm.
then a few days later another came. So they came as one at the same time.
Yeah, because Lemon told them. He told a
Yeah,
group of them.
Lemon
He
is
told them
inviting
they
Wow.
came
everybody
over.
over.
Yeah, they came over
Wow.
in a
Lemon was
group.
like, come on, y'all, come to the
That's
picnic, come
exactly
to
what
the
he did.
barbecue.
The B
And he
sector. The B
and he
sector.
Listen,
and he
listen.
told them, and
Like
try Brianna first, and Ness has a big
Gloria love
He
it.
pan of
Do
told
them.
him
that.
where to go. He
Yep.
gave him all the info. He even had somebody from the Passport Bros. And if you know anything about the Passport Bros, like no, no. And these are like a long time ago. I did a live because I overheard this beach say, because I know she's a part of the Manosphere, right? Because you got like Tommy is used to be the leader of the Manosphere, and then they broke down into different sectors or different sections, right? And so this beach, I think she's a part of the Manosphere, but she also rides with Tommy. But I heard this beach say on I don't know, I guess one of her lives or somebody lives that the Manosphere does plan to come in and take over the beach sector. So I've been talking about this for like months, like and telling people like because I used to support like Cynthia G, Nyla,
You
Taz,
you going into people we don't know about, baby.
right. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
But I used to support people. I used to support people that like supported like women, right? Or women and men, right? And it was to debunk or counteract a lot of the lies that the manosphere was putting out, and we used to do a lot of debates, and they used to get mad when we won debates with statistics and different things like that, and they would do all sorts of crazy stuff. These people are like really childish and different things of that nature. And so like I began to warn people about like if they come in, what it's gonna look like. The guy official that dated 7 stars.
Yeah, he's a manosphere.
Right. And so, like, you're going to be looking at a lot of situations like that where you have men hooking up with these women, trying to take advantage of them and different things of that. And some of them are, uh, uh, predators.
Yeah.
Okay, QI.
And
I get what you guys are saying, and I'm not trying to change your mind, but when you look at a business aspect of it, right? We got good customers and bad customers, you know, and if you networking, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's just the type of people that come in from the network. You know what I mean? I don't think it's
Yeah.
bad for those guys to come over here. Is the way they came
Um,
over here.
well, what's the difference between them coming over here in a bad way and them just being bad for the sector? I understand. I like a lot of the people that came over from the B
Stop
sector. I
people
like
from
the
coming
not
over
the B sector, from the
here.
black sector. I
You
like the
just
black
can't stop them,
sector.
y'all. There's no boundary. There's
You
no
can when they're bad
way really
characters.
stop them from coming over here amongst us. You really can't.
Well,
You could try to shut them out, but 9 times out of 10, some people will like them and some people don't. You just don't have to watch them
and I don't.
hmm
And I
But
hate
I
that.
believe that it's like this: the same people that are talking about
anymore.
networking are the same people who have shut people out that are old school and within the B sector. So like if the old school B sector people can be shut out of the monopoly and shut out, then people who shouldn't be here. And I believe in networking. Like what people
I
don't
do too.
realize is back in the day we like organically grew.
It was
Like
genuine networking. Yep.
yeah, we organically grew because, like, think about it. We had like T.S. Madison, Tasha K,
Mhm,
Armand Wiggins, Conscious
mhm,
TV. We had all kinds
mhm,
of people, big name people coming into the B sector. And see, like,
mhm,
by allowing negative entities into the B sector, what that
mhm,
does is that makes us a liability. And a lot of those people who are now like primetime media, like Armand, even Armand is on Fox Soul. Funky Deneva, he been over here
mhm.
and he's Fox Soul. He's been Fox
Mhm.
Soul. T.S. Madison has major
Okay.
contracts. Nobody's gonna
Mhm.
want like nobody like Manosphere is a problematic area of YouTube. They're actually
Okay.
being monitored by the law.
But you
Okay.
know
And
what?
like
Can you say
Now
this?
listen to what you said. All those people rose above the B sector because
Right.
they networked. So if
But
you
let me
don't,
say this.
go
I
ahead.
cannot
I'm
say this
sorry.
real quick, boo. No, I'm sorry. Can I just say this?
Absolutely, it's your channel, sis.
A lot of people who think that a lot of subbies or CCs were jealous because of all
Mhm.
these people coming from different sectors and dropping the cash apps and the memberships and the super chats and all that bullshit, right? A lot of people who were thinking people were just jealous. It was not the
Mhm.
case. Now, my thing is, like, I'm a smaller CC, but y'all ain't never heard me on here just complaining. All these bigger CCs, they don't support. I'll never do that, right?
Right.
But
right.
things that people do complain about in this sector is there have been people who have been supporting these bigger CCs for
Right.
years. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
cash,
Right.
super chat, sharing your live, joining your
Right.
membership,
Mm-hmm.
all this kind of bullshit. And then when these people come from these different sectors and they throw money in your motherfucking lap,
Mhm.
and you want to support, oh, go over here and support, oh, subscribe to this person, oh, do this, oh, thank you for the 600 memberships, thank you for the $1,000 cash app, da, 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 da.
Yep.
But all these people that have been supporting you that are smaller than
Exactly.
you not showing them that same type of love.
Don't
That's
give a
what a
shit
lot of
about
people
us.
feel. That's how a lot of CCs feel over here. It's not jealousy. It's the fact
Right.
that y'all
Mm-hmm.
supporting the highest
Right.
paid. Y'all see what I'm saying, right?
We
Yeah, I
Right.
understand a
agree with
hundred
you.
percent what you're
I, I
saying.
gr-
And
I agree
and
with
Miss
you.
T Velocity, please
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
think that I'm like, oh, I just want us to be in a cocoon and nobody to enter. I love
No.
network. I love when, different people come over here. It's the way you come over here and it's your ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's what I
all I,
say. Yeah.
yeah, and I just don't see them as good characters. um, they're very disrespectful, and they like to
Right.
lie and say they're not manosphere led. And if you know anything, if
Mhm.
anybody knows anything about Umar, anything
Right.
about the manosphere, you
Mm.
would
Mm-hmm.
not want to
The
be
conscious
bothered with him
community.
because
Okay.
eventually it's going to turn. Like
See,
it
I
is
don't
And
know
now.
we're
that.
stuck
Right.
and we're stuck in those analytics. The more that the wrong large group of people keep coming into the B sector, the more that we get stuck or shadow banned, where people who actually have talent, because we have a lot of people within the B sector that has talent that's not able to broadcast it, or not able to show it. And these are people with talents that will reach outside of these analytics. Like, you got people that do like poetry. There's a group of people that might find Jill might find out about Jill just through the poetry or whatever, and then this person finds out about other content creators within the B sector, like they used to do back in the day. People found out about like when I came in through Miss Gina and Wiley. Okay. And so and through Wiley, I found out about VS, and through Miss Gina, I found out about Jay Wilson. So that's like the sector has always grown. The sector was growing. Now, this right here, you're going to bring over numbers, but it's not going to be in support of the B sector. And then it's not going to be, it's going to
Somebody got some
enable.
feedback. So it sound like some rattling or something.
That was me. I stopped. I'm sorry.
That's okay, boo.
And then it's gonna prevent people, like people who really have the talent to grow outside the sector, like yourself, Miss T Velocity, like that are able to grow outside, because you could be on a Armand level, you could be on a
Yes.
Tasha K level. It's gonna enable you from being. It's gonna prevent you from being able to like get into the right analytics where you can grow for real, because like people over here, they're like proud of their little 10, 15,000 subscribers or whatever. But when you go outside of YouTube, these people have like, I saw a guy, and this was talking about hip hop. This guy in 2 months, he got 50,000 subscribers. He has like 4,000 people running through his chats, live chats at one time, and that's almost on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, when I talk about success and growth, that's success and growth. But people don't realize that the way that they're operating in the B sector, it's preventing us from growing, because it takes the majority of content creators in the sector to make the sector grow.
Well, what
Even
is
in
this
Is
comment
that
right
me?
here? Code Red said, I think the question that has
I
not been
think that's
addressed
me.
is the B sector open for for all? What? Okay, hold up. I think the question that has not been addressed is this. Is the B sector open for all or only the LGBTQT?
There's all kind of people
Well,
over here.
we have
Yeah, it's
all
been
kinds of
diverse.
people over here. We have straight men in this sector. So that's
Hmm.
really not the point. No, it's not the majority. But Code Red, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but the B sector was started by gay people. So that's
Hmm.
where I
T.S.
think a lot of
Madison.
people are getting it messed up. It's not like, it started out with it was started and created by beefs from T.S. Madison's channel.
And
So
Kaya.
and Kaya. So you can't disrespect the gay aspect. And yes, everyone is included and welcome. It's just how you come over here and start, just like anything
And you have to
else.
respect it. Like, you have to respect it. Like, of course you might see people within the B sector show some respect, but I'm gonna be disrespect. But I'm gonna be real honest. Most of the disrespect that has stemmed towards the LGBT community has been from people who are not really from the B sector. It's been like some of the new lesbians that have
Right.
been trying to enter. But like, I haven't, like, in terms of like the major disrespect or whatever, we might have had a sprinkle here or a sprinkle there, but it wasn't any major disrespect to like the LGBT community. Plus, we all have known each other for years, and so we sort of know
Years.
how each other operates. And even though people don't like, people are beefing
Can
or
y'all hear
whatever,
me?
there's still
Yes.
there's still a level of family, or there's still a sense of family. There's still a sense of family, like a
Yeah,
Well,
family
it's
and
like
like
type of thing
and
going
and
on.
we all know that the Manosphere men and Umar and them do not like gays, do not respect gays. So how can you honestly come into a sector and not appreciate the people that started it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna
And
go off
And why
what
would you want the question? Oh, I'm
oh,
sorry. Go ahead, Charlie.
I was gonna bounce off what QI said. Like me and QI could be fighting right now, cussing each other the hell out if we wanted to. But you better not get in it, cause you ain't from here.
Right.
I'm
that's
just
right.
saying.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
why would and my concern
Mm.
is why do people who don't have an appreciation for the LGBTQ community like VX and
Yeah.
a lot of the people in the
But
black
I'm
community, black
undercover.
sector or whatever, why do you want to come to a sector that's that has a large amount of LGBTQIA?
Is
But
Exactly.
have
predominantly.
those, I guess I don't want to take over and I don't want to, I'm sorry if I diverted the conversation, but
No, of
I
course not.
just, I think I don't know because y'all was talking about something and I jumped up here just to clear something. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down, but I'm gonna still be here.
Oh,
But what I do want to say
Miss
is,
T, go
no,
ahead,
no,
Miss
what I
T.
do
Say
want to
what's
say,
on your
no,
mind.
no, no disrespect. No, we good, y'all. But what I want to say, it sounds more like fear, fear sometimes, you guys, of us allowing people to come over here and intermingle with us. Now, with that being said, is we need to just make sure that we set our boundaries. That's all. We
but
set our boundaries. If they
there's
break
no
the boundaries
boundaries.
like that little Shakim guy, huh?
He gets on your nerves. Go ahead.
Who Shakim?
Yes, he gets on your nerves.
You
I
said
can
Shakim get
tell.
on. No, no, I'm no for me, baby. He's just real immature. Now, I never
He's not
saw,
the worst one. There are some
but
bad ones behind
but
him. There's
QI,
some
we
bad
haven't
ones.
seen we haven't seen them. I'm talking about from the three guys that we were talking about, you guys. Code, Shakim, and MBK. MBK, I guess, wasn't a part of them. But anyhow, those men, Shakim was the only one that I really saw get disrespectful, but I don't watch everyone's live, so I can't say. But he's the only one that really got disrespectful. So you can't label the rest of them like that until we see them in person.
Code came in. He disrespected Lady Nika. He said she talked, he intimated, copying her things and say she talked like a slave. He's done. But see, he corrected
Slick shading.
because because he saw that
See, I
Lady
ain't know
Nika was an
that.
OG, a OG. I said an LG, a OG,
Yeah, that was
and
a
he
big
was
thing
the
when that happened. That
yeah,
was a big
You
thing.
guys, I
Everybody
didn't
yeah,
see that.
yeah, and
was
he got
Mm.
see he corrected it
Oh
because he
shit.
went after mother. You see what I'm saying? And he corrected
Twerking on a
because
treadmill.
he saw
For
that
real, you guys, that's some shit I didn't see.
yeah,
I
he
didn't
did
see.
because
See,
he
I
apologize.
saw
He
only
did
seen
like
that Shakim guy
apologize.
yeah.
just
So
flipping all around the place.
oh no, but see,
So Miss
Code is
T,
smart enough that
Yes.
he learned to
uh-huh.
hide. He learned to hide that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because
Um.
he saw he was getting heat
Okay. So
for
y'all
messing
got a
with mother.
reason.
Yeah,
And
so
that's why he listens to everything, just like he's listening now. But like imagine this, Miss T. Okay, now we only like had to deal with three of them, right? And then we're even talking about two separate groups. We're talking about a group of Tommy people, then we're talking about a group of Umar sector people, right? We're talking about well, and the Tommy people are larger than the Umar people. But just imagine if they outnumbered us with the level of disrespect. That would put a lot of people's safety safety in concern. A lot of people, nobody wants to come on here, and it's already bad enough as it is. And these people do the most gruesome things like doxing and SWAT calling. Do we really want to add more fuel to the fire that we already got?
I don't know. I think Miss T just thinks we
Oh,
don't want
see.
to have new people, and I'm all
Now
for
we
new
want
No.
people because
N-
I love when the
new people
Moultrie
are
sector
fine. No,
starts.
we're
For
not
real
jealous.
lover.
We do want to
No.
network. We do want
Okay,
new people.
No.
But like, if networking
No.
is going to cost you your
No.
channel to be in jeopardy, or your growth to be in
No.
jeopardy, or you to be in jeopardy, is it worth it?
Where's Miss T Velocity? Did she still here? Did she drop off?
I
Can
think her
anybody hear
sound
me?
Now she's
is
still here.
messed
Her
up.
sound may have
Okay.
went out.
Okay.
But did y'all
Yeah.
understand my question and where I was coming from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with you. It's just I don't know. It's how you start and
It's how you come
finish.
in the sector. Like a lot of people feel like, let's take for instance, how did the Heat come into the sector?
Awful.
Uh, by She came in from the black sector to Pizarro's.
And she dropped
And who
down
did
out
she
of
go in on
nowhere
for
and
no reason?
she dropped down on Pizarro's chat out of nowhere and started attacking people.
And
And
started
that's
Yeah,
attacking.
she
why
started throwing money. She started throwing the money around, and
Yep.
for her to be like, I don't know if she's LGBTQ for real, because I can't possibly see her being that. If she is,
She
because
looked like a nigga.
she's very
hmm
homophobic herself, because she came into the sector. I wasn't even on here, or I was either commingling with another sector. And she just immediately started attacking me, and I had never had a conversation with this girl. And it's weird.
that's
And
what
to
she
this day,
does.
she's still attacking me. Attacking me. And it's just like, unless you go through it, unless you have gone through it, it's it's it's
Let me tell
irritating.
you
I'm
something.
just gonna
You
put it
need
that
to,
way.
girl, you need to
See,
learn
that's
how to
that's what
get
I'm
people up
saying.
off the
See,
top of
it
you.
all depends on how I brought that up because I still don't favor her, right? And
Mm-mm,
I don't know her from Adam, but to
mm-mm.
me, I just been in this sector for so long. It's like I'm very used to the people that's already been here, and I know them pretty well and all the storylines and the back history and everything. And I don't need mother, no shade. I love me some James Caldwell, but I don't need him to come over here and give me a broom, right? Because I know a lot of the history over here. But when these people and they get a quick synopsis or a quick essay of what's going on. And like people like the Heat, when they come in, they just start dragging people for no fucking reason. I can't get with you on that shit. So a
Right.
lot of people who come over here that I ain't never seen before, sometimes I might even go over there and grace their chat just to see what they gotta
What
say.
they're talking about.
It don't necessarily mean I'm supporting them, but I go to see what they say. And if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
feeling they shit, then I'll leave and I won't come
Right,
back.
Right.
But
right,
I do feel like everybody that comes over here, we shouldn't just be like, oh, they ain't from over here. Shun them. I feel like you should
right.
like individually assess
Mm-hmm.
people individually. If they're
Well,
not
see,
for you,
Right,
then fuck them. Leave them
right.
alone.
right.
See,
That's
I
all
think
I'm
she,
And
saying. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
and it's
That even like when Caucasian people come over here, right? Or people
Mm-hmm.
of other ethnic group, and we don't know who the hell these people are. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
mhm.
Yes, we
Uh
hear
huh.
you.
Okay, we don't know who these people are behind avatars, right?
Right.
So even when they come over here, we all know what they doing over here. Oh, they in the wrong sector. Oh, these black folks over here, y'all getting. That's not just the way to act if you want to grow in general. Hood table, you hit on it. You and I think it was Choreo Lover. Our own people right here don't support us. So how do we expect to grow if you want your channel to grow? This is a business. At the end of the day, is a business, right? How do we expect to grow if we shun everybody coming over here? I'm like hood
Well, but
table.
it's
Go
I'm
ahead,
about
Choreo.
I
I'm
don't
about to
know. It's just it just seems like you're think you still are on that. I love new people. Take Lady Law for instance. I can't even talk. For instance,
They
she's
ran
black
hard,
sector.
but okay.
No, no, she didn't. Mm-mm. Lady, she's
she's
welcomed over
still in
here.
her and Buddy Lee.
She's very welcomed in here. She's in chats. She participates.
Um,
She has panels. But the thing she did, she came and sat in the chats for a
right,
long time, getting to know people, chatting with
right,
people, getting people familiar with her, this, that, and the
right,
other. Then slowly, it took her probably about months months
Mm-hmm.
before she hit a panel. That way you
Mm-hmm.
Cooling,
accept
Matt,
her. Cooling did the same
Cooling,
thing.
Matt.
She came over
Mac,
here. She sat in the chats. Max
right.
B is sitting
Joe
in the chats.
Mysterious.
She's
Mm-hmm.
getting to know people. She's becoming familiar with the subs. So when they hit chats and you start going over to their channels, it's kind of in a weird way organic because
Organic.
they
Okay.
paid their dues.
And they're not
Okay.
problematic. And they're not problematic. They didn't come in here
Yes.
like this heat attack because this heat went at all everybody. She went at one of the reasons
Right.
why Ness is beefing with James is because of this heat. This heat came at Sean Bradley. This heat came at Jay Dunn, and this heat
Mm-hmm.
came at myself. And I was like, it took. I was
Right.
like, what is like? I didn't even understand what it was. But see, at the same token, this is the icing on the cake. A lot of the monopoly have used outside people, and I have addressed this. I think I addressed this on Very Carey's panel. A lot of the monopoly are using outside people to fight their battles.
Battles.
Exactly.
So they
Okay.
actually are
Okay.
putting people on people. They're they're
So we
they're
all saying
putting
the
people
same
on
thing,
people,
y'all. We
Yes,
all saying the
ma'am.
same thing. Think
Yes,
about it. We
ma'am.
and
all
that's
said
the
the same thing. Is the way they coming, not that they
Yep.
coming in. We don't. Is
Exactly.
the way that they
It's the way
present
that they
Yes,
come.
themselves
ma'am.
that
Right.
get us
Yes,
to
ma'am.
be apprehensive and
Yes,
not to
ma'am.
want them around. No, we saying the same thing. I'm not disagreeing with y'all, ladies. I'm just saying, at one
Hmm.
point when we want to grow, we have to network. We can
Yes.
outgrow this sector, or we could stay in this sector. Verbal assassin Deanna said it best one time. We all are going to be stagnant at a certain number because we don't network. That's all I'm saying. But it's the way you network, and that's our problem. Not that we don't want to network. We not, trying to shut out no LBGQ. You know, what I'm trying to say, y'all. I don't know
Yes,
all
ma'am.
this.
hmm
We
And
know.
But
also, like I said
is the way
before,
they coming at us. Is the way they
right.
coming at us. They're not
Exactly.
sitting observing and participate. Is they coming in at a full force, and that's where our resistance coming at. But we all saying the same thing, y'all.
Hmm.
And don't
Choreo
forget,
lover.
you guys. Don't
Yes,
forget, you
ma'am.
guys. I know you're about to drop down in a minute, Miss Eva.
Who?
But don't forget, y'all. Oh, I thought you said you was about to. I'm sorry, but
I'm gonna
don't
say
forget,
it.
y'all. We do
good.
not have to only do commentary on the B sector.
Right.
Like
Right.
I said it so many times before. I get a lot of views sometimes from discussing bullshit, but I
Yep.
also get a lot of views from discussing trending news, TV show
Yep.
reviews, movie reviews, just
hmm
bullshit. I mean, I
We,
had like hundreds and hundreds of people in here the other day. I'm just live talking about the tornadoes that I'm scared is about to hit my house.
girl, I didn't know
I
that,
get,
but
you
then
know
I
what
saw
I'm saying?
that.
I mean, I got like 20,000, 15,000, 100,000 views on TV show reviews. So
Yeah.
hmm
I hate how some
Right.
people feel like some people won't even go live in the B sector.
Right.
They feel
Right.
like ain't shit going on, it's boring, ain't
Yeah.
nothing to
Yeah.
talk about.
And they
Sometimes
creating
we
all
have
this
to,
drama.
yeah, sometimes we have to go outside the box. We can discuss B
Right.
sector and discuss other
Right.
shit.
But y'all
You know?
realize
That's
that.
what we used to do. That's
Yeah,
what we
But
used to do. That's how we were growing before because you
right.
had people that were discussing
Right.
people and people were coming in based off of their what they were covering. Like people were coming
Right.
in through the celebrity through the reviews. People were
Yeah.
coming in because of the politics. People were coming in because of we even had Michelle ATLian. We have had a lot of top dogs, so we had people coming in,
Yeah.
and that's like that's how you that we were growing.
and that's
But
how I
what had
started off
Right.
QI with my main channel, Times Prime Time. My highest views over there is like 170,000. My highest
Wow.
view on the hood table is almost
Mhm.
at 500,000. So
Wow.
I
Mhm.
started off doing TV show reviews before I even
Mhm.
started doing B sector shit. And you know what? At least 2-3 times a week, I still do TV show reviews, regardless of how many views they
Right.
get. Because even if the B
Right.
sector ain't interested in the shit, I still have followers that have been following me for years from doing TV show reviews. So I'm not saying everybody got to do TV show reviews. What I'm saying
Right.
is don't get so complacent into this is
Right.
all we got to do over here.
Right. But do you
Hmm.
And that's
notice
the
though?
problem.
that the views come from drama. And
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
The views,
well, it
QI.
does, but let me tell you,
Let her
that's a
QI,
system
let
that
her
the monop.
finish. QI,
Oh,
let
my
let
bad, my
Miss
bad,
T. Yeah.
my
Go
bad, my
ahead, Miss
bad.
T. It's okay.
Go ahead, Miss
Go ahead.
Eva.
I'm sorry, Miss T.
that's okay, baby. I was choking anyway. But
Uh-oh.
listen,
Oh, my. Drink some water.
all I'm trying to say is that in order for us to level up, we already know we don't get to staunch support over here. Hold on, go ahead, QI. Let me catch my breath, baby. I mean, let me finish my
Okay,
quote.
yeah, I want you to take care of that.
Okay, get
But
yourself together, babe.
Go ahead.
what was the last thing? I
You were
was
just
caught up in.
saying, you
Oh, we're
know,
just talking about other
growth from
content. Yeah,
organic stuff and other content.
yeah, other content. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what has to be stopped is the monopoly, and it's done intentionally. It's done to be very selfish. It's greed, right? It's greed, and no, like basically what they did was when they brought a lot of these new people in, and when a lot of people came in during the virus, right, they basically told them or showed them or basically convinced them that it was all about beefing and going back and forth with each other. A lot of people think that, like we all we did was jump on panels and argue with each other, and that's not the case. So they changed the culture. It's like they changed the culture. And so, and we can change the culture back by going back to creating content, going back to supporting people who does diverse content to get those people into the analytics. And then even some of these people who are hanging out over there in these beefing areas that are tired, they will come to other channels. They will come to other channels, but all that they have been offered for the last past 3 or 4 years or whatever has been, arguing with each other on panels. And that's because a lot of these people lack the ability to actually create content. It's called lazy content. I heard Cole
Right,
say it's lazy
right.
content.
Oh
And
God,
that's what people want, the
now she
lazy
quoting
content, the
him.
easy money.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I
I'm
no,
not.
agree.
Oh my God. No,
and
I'm not.
I
I just
get
want
you.
the
I get you, QI, because like I had somebody who hit my chat. I was doing a review on BMF, Black Mafia Family, that TV show
mhm.
star. I was
Mhm.
doing a review on that last week, and somebody dropped down and said, "I didn't know you did TV show reviews on BMF." And I'm like, "I've been doing it for 3 years." So some
I'm
people
about to
only
change.
look for the. I mean, I do a review on that show every week when the season is on, but some people only look for the beef,
Right.
Right.
And it's
I
about
right,
agree.
it's okay. But like I said, I don't care. I still like to be. We
Right.
discuss everything over here. Our model is, you already know, from the hood to the White House and the B sector. That's our model. So
I
I'm gonna
got
keep
it.
doing content
and
on
it's
everything else, including the B sector, because I don't want to fight. I don't want to beef with nobody. When I start
mhm.
Oh,
doing content on the B sector, I didn't start doing content on the B sector like some people jumped out to just fight. No, I did it to do
right,
commentary, and I continue to try to be as neutral as I can and just do commentary on what I see and what I hear in the B sector, because I don't want to fight people.
right, right,
Me
right.
either. And it's
And
about
me
the
either.
analytics. It's about the analytics. Like
Me
people take
either.
their tours and go home. Like if you get your
Right.
subscribers like from other people, just like if we're all share, that's the problem is everybody's sharing subscribers, and then people are being greedy with the subscribers that are here. But if you like, you really, it's like growth is individual. Really, you got to focus on your brand because we're now businesses, right? We get 1099s. So, like, if you focus on your brand, and which that's what like I'm pretty much trying to do now. Focus on my brand and try to get myself in the analytics. The more we share, the more people who hit the like button, the more like it gets you up, it gets you into the analytics, it gets you into the recommended. And I think like going live, staying live for long periods of time, every time I've seen people do that, start off that way, they have generally grown real fast. So like it's about the analytics. Growing is really about the analytics. But like you have to look at like a lot of these subscribers, if if somebody's sharing you out and supporting you, that's why I don't really care about that. Those are their supporters. Those are their subscribers. When they get mad or they have an argument with you, then they can take their little subs and stuff and go. I don't want that. I want core, real subscribers. And the way to that is like by your content, the analytics, and different things like that. And so that's
I
like
agree.
basically what I've been doing.
I agree.
I agree. I agree. And consistency.
Yes.
Consistency, no
And
matter,
consistency.
a lot of times smaller content creators like myself in the hood table, Charlie, I haven't seen you too much, baby. I gotta hit your get your channel. But smaller content creators sometimes are fearful to go up against big content creators because they don't get the crowd. But I always say this: just continue to come on, just like the hood table, because there's a such thing as people will go and replay you. You may
Mhm.
see only a small crowd there, but you'll get the replays. But consistency is the key. And you right, Regina, everybody may not view this as a business. But for those who
Mhm.
view it as a business, it's important that we do branch out and try to network. But I understand
Mhm.
everything
Analytics.
everyone is saying. Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
It came to
everybody
the
Analytics.
who is
analytics.
You know,
everybody who is a content creator on social media on YouTube gets a 1099, and that qualifies you as
Right.
a
As a
self.
business.
that's
That
right.
that yeah,
You can even
Yeah.
qualifies you
LLC.
as
You can
a
even
business. LLC, like the
right. You
hood
can
table
even
was a LLC.
LLC. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hood
I'm
table
a
was
Mhm.
an
LLC
LLC for
too.
4 years, and I was just
You
Hmm.
about
can
to
get
say is a LLC. So I have I have a EIN, I have all
Me
that. So
too.
mm-hmm.
people do
I'm a LLC.
qualify. Basically, a 1099 says you're a
Yep.
self business. You're your own.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you do YouTube and
Entity.
you're getting checks every month, you got to file taxes on that 1099. You are a biz naive.
And it's a
And,
business,
Mm-hmm.
and
exactly.
also
Which,
an
And
LLC
for marketing.
protects you. It protects you from
Mm-hmm.
being sued. So say the hood table
baby,
says something that I don't like,
baby.
and she's
Yep.
talking about me and I don't like it. And if I file suit, I can only sue the hood table or Tanya's Prime Time Live.
The
I
business.
Yep.
It's
cannot
the
go
business.
in and sue her personally
Hmm.
and take
Yep.
her belongings. So it's very Charlie. You need to do this if you
Yep.
haven't. Get your stuff
Ladies.
up under an LLC. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And it do not
No,
cost that
Sorry.
much. It do not cost that much.
it
Hmm.
doesn't.
And
And
another
people,
thing
I
people
think
have to.
people think it does cost that much, but it really doesn't, you guys. Here's the unfortunate thing for people. When you do the LLC and the trademark and stuff, you do need to
Mm-hmm.
go through an attorney. That's only for protection to a
Yeah.
certain degree. But you could do that junk much cheaper than if you don't use an attorney, a
Yeah.
law firm or something.
You can do the
But
LLC
ladies,
without
let
an
me,
attorney, but when you come to the copyright, I do recommend doing an attorney for that. But the
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
LLC,
yeah,
that's so simple. You just go through your state, whatever state you
yep,
in, and
yep,
fill out
Right.
the paperwork. It's so
yep.
simple. But
But
Mm-hmm. I've
ladies,
yeah,
done
with
it
the
before.
You
copyright,
get
that's
ready.
totally something different. But also keep in mind, y'all, we didn't see recently how some people have had their channels taken away, right? Because somebody else
Mm-hmm.
put
yep.
Their name.
copyright. What I'm
Oh,
trying to
that was
tell you is,
crazy.
if you know the
That
biz
was
naive,
crazy.
like you should know the biz naive, and had your
Yep,
shit under LLC first,
yep,
and you was
yep,
selling shit under that first,
yeah.
then that would have never happened.
I think she just didn't know where
Mm-hmm.
to go from there. She just didn't know where to go from there. And probably, perhaps, in her case, maybe God really did call her to do different, something different. That's how I'm going to look at it. And it just happened that way. But maybe she was just called to do something different. But,
Well, I'm
ladies, let me
just
tell you
saying,
something.
if y'all can't do the copyright right now and y'all do the LLC only, when it comes to court, it goes by who was selling merchandise, who was
Under
promoting the
that,
Mm-hmm.
thing, who
yeah,
had a website,
Mm-hmm.
who had see if you ain't never got any of that, like she didn't have no LLC, she didn't have shit. And I
crazy,
really don't understand how the fuck you selling hair and
crazy.
having Babe Nation vacations and all this kind of
Right.
bullshit and trying
Right.
to take
That was
other
crazy.
motherfuckers, trying to take other motherfuckers' copyrights, and you ain't even secured your own shit.
That
I
was
would never.
Right.
crazy.
I
That
would
was
never.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that was
then
crazy,
okay.
but
And then you have to look at this. Like there are all kinds of opportunities. Like there are marketing and promotional opportunities out
Yeah.
there, and you got to look at what type of channels. Like you got to look at what type of channels. Like the beef sector, a lot of people in the beef sector are not going to get marketing and promotional opportunities. And
Oh,
I'm
absolutely
assuming in a
not.
minute. And I'm assuming in a minute they may not get AdSense because there was a time that YouTube looked at taking away AdSense because of a lot of these companies who are giving paying for advertisement didn't
Yeah.
want their ads ran on certain types of content or certain types of videos and different things like that. So like I'm assuming that a lot of people are eventually not going to even be able to get AdSense because of the type of content, but
And you know
content
what,
that or
QI?
They
You know
already
what,
do that.
uh,
Corio can testify to this, and probably Charlie too. Um, One thing that I've always said about content creators, how they try to hoodwink us or whatever, is a lot of them come on here and say, hit the cash app, hit the super chat because
Yeah,
this
I'll
shit is
tell it.
monetized.
This
Now I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna be my.
tell y'all how many y'all what type of content we do over here.
That's
We
the
might
biggest
do
scam.
trend news, we might do hood news, we might do B sector. We cuss. I don't censor nobody. You can cuss your ass off over here. Why? Because my shit is green. Every
Yep,
video,
they be
mhm,
every time.
lying.
Every
They be
video,
lying.
every time. They be lying.
They
They
be
be
lying.
lying. They be lying. Okay, and
I
y'all know
saw
I
them
cuss
do it
out the
today.
tail up. And people be like, I'm sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean to cuss. You better cuss, bitch.
Why
We
you
I saw
always
them do it
lying?
today. Hood table.
and
I saw them do it
it's
in
a
somebody's
difference.
chat
Like
today.
I don't have no problems with advertisers. I don't have no problem with
Me
none of that
either.
shit. And
No, they
then
getting
with my
paid.
platform as an entertainment LLC, I can get into courtrooms. I can
Yep.
get backstage
mhm,
passes. I can get all that
Yep.
shit.
mhm.
So it all
Yep.
depends on what type of content. Like Tifa. Tifa be on here and she does basically commentary. She try to keep it neutral. She try
Oh,
not to be too biased. Sometimes she might get a little rah rah, and that's okay. But she will never have to deal with people trying to shut her monetization off because we know how far to go and how far to not go. And like
exactly.
Tiva said to somebody the other day, do not let nobody make you fight. And that's one thing I've stood on since I started the hood table. Nobody will get on here and make me show my ass and act a plum fool on here because I have
Did
shit
y'all
to lose. I have shit to lose.
did y'all
Yeah.
see me get
Mhm.
crazy the other day? Me
Yes.
Yes.
and Diva? That
I
was the
missed it,
Yeah.
brother.
craziest.
No, I missed that. I gotta go find it.
That was the craziest
I
stuff.
told Corio, you better
Yeah.
watch that shit, girl.
Oh,
I
Now
was
I try
that
to
was
stay
so
out of it.
proud of Miss Queen Diva and you, Miss Tifa. I was like, oh my God, Miss Tifa
stop
finally
it,
went after
Charlie.
somebody. I was like
People
clapping
think
the
I
clap.
don't.
What?
People think I don't. But all of us have another side to us, a other side to us,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
I
I just
don't.
don't want to
Mhm.
go there. Oh, Corey, you
Right.
do. You do. I can tell you do, sis. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. But anywho, we just don't want to give that because that's not what we give. And that's not, it's hard to wake up every day and have energy like that. I don't even want to be that type of person, to get up
Mm-hmm.
there screaming and hollering. I was somewhere today and the screaming and hollering is just so overwhelming. And they threw that same crap up there, hood table. Oh, this ain't gonna be monetized, so y'all please send Cash App and
Girl,
Super
you could
Chat.
be 5 minutes. You could be 5 minutes in the video, and they talking about this shit ain't gonna be monetized.
But you don't know
They be
some subbies are gullible. And then think
Yeah.
about it. We have a lot, you guys, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna get out when I say that. What stunts our growth too from people coming to other areas because we have a lot of group think. We have like a lot of cult
mhm.
mentality
Exactly.
over here. Now
That's
that's
true.
just the truth. And that's why because they not is group think over here. It's just group think over here. And they throw out dog whistles all the time. Just like in
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
politics. People
Mm-hmm.
actually throw out dog whistles and again, just like voters do, you throw
Mm-hmm.
out a dog whistle. Some people eat that up and they run with it. They do the same here. But as far as you not gonna be monetized, that's crazy. Now they will take your ads and they'll limit the ad, but they will pay you for a video. Now, one of them they did hood tape on mine. I challenged it and they came back and said it still wasn't ad suitable. but they still paid me for the views of the video.
Oh yeah, you'll get some type of. Usually, you'll get some type of. If they don't fully monetize, you get a portion. And Regina,
Yeah.
you're right. A lot of people on here they do meet the requirements to get paid by YouTube and get a 1099 and a VIN, and it's actually a EIN. A VIN belongs to a vehicle, but a EIN belongs
Yeah.
to the government. So a
Yeah.
EIN and an LLC is not required for a CC. But people
Nope.
who really take this as a business, like I do. I can get in the courtroom, okay,
Mhm.
Yeah,
with
because we
my
have
phone and
LLCs.
with a recorder and with a
Hmm.
cameraman because I am
Yeah.
officially an entertainment business. I am a
Yeah.
news
Yep.
entertainment company.
Yep.
So that's why
Exactly.
it all depends. Yeah, you can just get your 1099, but some
Hmm.
people like to take it further than that. I sell merchandise and all type of other
Hmm.
things. I do interviews. I travel.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I cover cases that are hours and hours away. I can get paid for hotels and for food
Yeah.
expenses and
Yep.
gas and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
YouTube channel is not just a YouTube channel, but everybody don't take it that far.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
don't
Right.
It's
take
a
it that far.
brand,
But my
It's a
shit is
and
a
it's
brand.
a
brand. It's an actual brand. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a
and you
brand.
have
Yeah.
to make sure that your content matches your brand. Cause like,
Exactly.
cause
Yeah.
if you come on here, if you're education and you come on here arguing with somebody, you've just ruined your
Hmm.
brand.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because trust me, when you try to get in these courtrooms, I
Exactly.
don't know how many of y'all ever try to get in a courtroom on a top profile, high profile case, and you tell them that you are a business and what your entertainment company is, they will look you up. They ask
Your
you for
videos
all
up.
your
Oh
media,
yeah.
they ask you for all your media platforms, and they
Hmm.
go and they do research.
Did
That's
And
you
why
when
I
they
don't be
come
see?
to the
wanting
hood
going
table, they will
crazy.
see on the hood table that I do almost majority of my shit is trending news.
Did
That's the
you
That's
see
majority.
what.
the hood table? What do you know Mickey Truth and Seti Nash?
Yes, yes.
Did you see what happened to them during the FBG duck case?
Child, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The reason why I went the route that I went is to protect myself because I want to be able to bring shit to my platform that
Hmm.
I wouldn't normally
Mhm.
be able to do.
Yep.
Like I love the B sector. I really, really, truly do love the B sector, but I have a bigger vision.
Yes.
Right.
I have a bigger
That's
vision.
what. Yep, hood table. I'm like you. That's why I don't want to get down here and do that arguing. And I remember I did two videos where I was doing all that hooping and hollering, screaming and cussing and stuff. I just in fact, I didn't private it, y'all. I deleted those videos. And even when I did that the other day, I thought about it. What are you doing? It was fun while
Mhm.
I was doing it because every now and then, you let your head out. But then I thought, what are you doing? What direction are you go? What direction do you want to go in? Do you want to be in this mess or you don't? So I just have to you as a business and with where you can have entry to certain things and level up on your business, you do have to really stay out of the beef. You do. You just can't do that and then go somewhere and want someone to take you serious when you level up. They're gonna say no, but
And it's
you have
about
all these videos. Go ahead.
it's about your title. It's about your
Yeah.
Yep.
thumbnail. It's
Yep.
All
about
that.
your yeah, and
All
it's
that.
about like we now, like I said, support each other, and that's just to get you in the analytics. Because the more likes,
Right.
the more movement, they'll put you in the recommended, which will
Right.
branch you out to other people. But like that's growth, and that's organic growth. Those are
Yeah.
your people. When they come to
Yep.
you, those are your people. You don't have to
Mhm.
worry about them sharing them or anything of that nature. And the majority of the larger content creators that I've seen, they barely engage their audience. They barely engage their audience.
Mm.
Audience. What I'm trying to say is they don't get into the riffraff. See, I'm trying to take myself away from so much of getting into the riffraff because like we have over in this area, we got trolls and different things, and they come to take you up off your game. And so
Yep.
like I'm
Yep.
trying to get more into I'm trying to structure it more in a way that I've seen larger content creators structure themselves. It's like they don't allow themselves, just like celebrities. So people say all kinds of bad stuff about celebrities, but you don't see celebrities coming out here responding to it. The only celebrity that I've ever seen respond to anything uh, on YouTube was Cardi B.
Yep. And I'm glad she did because that damn Tasha K, somebody had to sat her ass down. But you
She
know what? Besides setting her down, when this shit first happened, I kept saying over and over, this is going to be a message to all of us who do content
hmm
on celebrities and even people in the B sector and the shit that we say on our platforms. Like this is gonna like put like in perspective how far we should go or how far
yeah,
we
because
should want to go.
from a journalistic perspective, you
Thank
have
you.
to have facts. You got to do your research, and you got to have
Right,
supported, reputable facts. You
right.
just can't come out here and just
Receipts.
say something.
Receipts.
And
Receipts, right?
allegedly is not going to protect you, baby. People think allegedly, and when they throw up that copyright thing that does not protect you. Let me ask you a question,
Serious?
not to get off the subject, but you was talking about Tasha K. Do you think Tasha K took a hit?
What you mean?
I know everybody say with this Cardi B thing, Tasha K took a hit, and she's basically she's tanking, because she went. Actually,
I
Tasha
think
K,
she took a hit, but
I
let me
think
tell
she's
you this.
still doing good.
She took a hit.
She was in a
Don't get me wrong.
position.
She
She
took
was
a
a
hit, but
hmm
of course, okay, you know how many times shit happened in the B sector and they'll lose subscribers? And
Hmm.
then I swear to God, like overnight, they'll get back even more
Yeah,
subscribers. It's the same way
yeah.
with
yeah.
She was in
Tasha K. This
position.
shit has happened with Tasha K before, where she done lost thousands. Remember when she got into that shit with that white lady because Tasha K was trying to say that the white lady was trying to steal her idea of the wine thing and
Of
woo
the
woo
wine,
woo.
I remember that. I
Remember? And
remember
she
that.
got
Yep,
on here embarrassed the fuck and dragged that white lady,
yep.
had her in
I
tears.
remember that.
Okay,
Hmm.
so she lost thousands of subscribers, but of course she eventually got them back. So as far as YouTube is concerned, I think she took a hit, but then she came back because she's still over 1 million subscribers. But as far as that pocket, she ain't owning no shit. She wouldn't dare buy shit right now. That girl owes so much money to Cardi B. She can't even rent a damn futon. Like Cardi
They
B
gonna
is coming
take
for
it.
everything that she got. So yeah, she took a hit
hmm
as far as like her personal life and her
Financial.
family. Her family
Yeah,
and children are taking a hit too.
yeah. I thought that Cardi B forgave her of that lawsuit.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no! Oh no!
And
Really?
every
I
And
time
thought she did.
I
her
read
paycheck
somewhere
on the
where it was
21st, she uh Cardi B gets a lot of it.
yeah, and I
Um,
read somewhere, yeah, she gets a nice percentage. And I read somewhere
yeah.
where it wasn't necessarily Cardi B that wanted to sue. It was more or less the record label because like by
Yes,
those false
Oh yeah, of
allegations
course,
coming out, it was hurting.
of
It was
it
course.
was
hurting the
her and
sales
her
and the
record
record label.
label, and she couldn't get concerts
Yeah,
sold out. She wasn't
yeah.
selling it. It was bad for Cardi
It
B.
was stupid. She went up against a machine. That was the stupidest shit to do. She didn't just go up against Cardi B. She went up against a machine. Well, ladies, let me tell you something. Choreo lover, I still love you. I
I
still love
hope
Hood
so.
Table. I still love Charlie, and I still love QI. And we just agreed to
Same.
disagree. But listen to this. Really, we agreed. We was just
Yes, we
saying it in
did.
a different way. And I am going to go to bed. I have to work. So
Good
I
night.
am
We
going
can
to
Okay.
come
go. But
over here and we can have some serious
I
conversations
love
and
coming
celebrate
over here.
different.
Yeah,
I
Yep.
love you coming over
I
here.
do.
Don't
with
I
the
drop
love
me
grown-ups.
in the
coming over
chat.
here, y'all. I really do. I think the Hood Table, you are the only platform I've ever hit the most. For real.
Really?
Aww.
Yeah,
Aw.
I like this vibe over here, and I appreciate y'all support. And ladies, y'all be safe out in those streets because they got some straight bullets flying out there.
I know
I
I'm
that's
telling
tried
you,
right.
getting
yup.
bullets in here flying into
But
the
Miss
night. I was
T,
like, whoever this Black Waskin, whatever the fuck, like,
See
Yeah.
how she tried
seriously?
to do that?
I was
And
Yeah.
then
like,
somebody, no,
seriously?
I
I was
want
about
you
to
to do a
start cussing.
recap. You don't come in people chat doing that. I think that is so disrespectful. And I'm glad, Hood Table, that you did say something, because I thought when you didn't say something, I was like, damn, you should have just kept your mouth closed. But to me, that was a level of disrespect that I wanted to, catch.
Oh no, I was trying
So,
not to interrupt everybody because they was having a good conversation. That's why I finally jumped in and said, "Excuse me, can I talk,
yeah.
please, just for a moment?" But no, I saw it. I saw it. I was just waiting for the
Okay.
I was
conversation just
typing
to get an
something
end.
out, and before I could get it finished typed, the table done said something. I was over here typing like a little gremlin.
Because it was one thing to try to come in here and send people over to another panel,
But you
but
can't
then
Right.
talk to Miss
get
Tiva
on
like
my
that.
teaser. I was like, oh
Uh-uh.
nope.
Yeah, and then you want to come out. That's why somebody coming for me. Girl, please. I don't care about that, y'all. This is YouTube. But anyhow, I see y'all ladies later. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
all
All right, you going
right.
live
Okay.
tomorrow?
Take
You going
care.
live
Sweet
tomorrow, right?
dreams.
Yeah, I might go live tomorrow if I ain't in jail.
Oh
I
Uh-uh.
don't
well,
Don't
know.
go
we'll
to
be there.
jail.
You
We'll
Don't
be
ain't
go
there.
to
you are
jail. That
not
bitch
going to
ain't worth
jail.
I
it.
might go to
You is
JALE.
not going to jail.
Yeah,
We gonna
That
yeah,
all
bitch ain't
pledge
worth
some
it.
cash apps to bond you out. We gonna get you out of there, okay?
Listen,
We gonna
I
get
might
the
have a.
free Tiva shirts, man.
There you go. See, Charlie always looking out. Free Tiva, and
I
then I'm
can't
going to do
have
a.
you being nobody girlfriend in there, Miss Tiva. I can't. I can't.
Oh, Lord. Because they
I'm
already
gonna have
said
to
I
start doing
was.
free.
So, free, free T velocity. And then I want y'all to march all around the JALE, because I
L-E.
definitely won't be at the JAIL.
I
Love you,
know
ladies.
that's right.
Bye
All right,
Love
bye.
love
you
you
All
too.
too.
Love
right.
you too.
Bye
All
bye.
right,
Bye.
bye bye.
Love you, bye.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I want to tell y'all about Lady Nika's panel.
Oh
Okay.
Lord.
Oh,
Okay. So QI Charlie Hood Table. So I'm over there. I'm in the chat chilling, y'all. Because I was happy to see y'all, because that's my girl. And so we
Mhm.
typing in the chat going up, and so it first started out. Pizza kept timing out Gomer, right? And Gomer can block you, time you out, get up on a panel, cuss you out, do the most. But when he gets blocked, he always got to hit the link and whine to the content creator. So she blocked him. And the reason everybody's on his neck more than usual is that he has a habit of when he's going at someone, which is 99% of the time it's going to be a woman because that's what's in the beef sector. He always wants to talk about how he's going to whoop their ass, how he's going to slap the shit out of them, all this violent shit, like he's going, just violent. And that's just not
Mhm.
the way you do things in the beef sector when you a dude, especially when men come at you and you don't have nothing to say. You don't have any smoke for any of the men, but you always gonna whoop a woman's ass, right? So he had threatened Jay Dunn awful on Nessa's panel. He was gonna do this, he was gonna do that. He already did Ronnie Q like that. He told her to get her mama, get her sisters, get all the females in her family, and he whoop all their asses until her husband, who happened to be walking by, heard what Gomer was saying, and he got on the microphone and he was like, "You ain't gonna whoop a motherfucking thing. This is my wife." You know what I'm saying? Rodney shut up and start
Mhm.
backpedaling and pussy popping. So anyway, he went up to complain that Pizza was timing him out. And Pizza's like, you always going at women. We heard what you said about Jay Dunn. We tired of you going after women. So yeah, I'ma time you out. So he went up there, Nika, they keep timing me out in your chat. And so, we were in the chat saying, that's why the reason why she's doing it. And so she was like, well, and sassy Lady Nika, they were telling him it's not a good look. That's what you always do. You gotta stop threatening to whoop women's asses and slapping the shit out of them. So anyway, he ended up, I guess Rick Reed heard him threaten Jay Dunn like that. Because, the gov stays in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so he heard him threatening the dog crap out of what he was going to do to Jay Dunn, right? And so Rick Reed did a video and was like, look, Modney, I'm gonna be such and such, such and such, or better yet, hit me. You ain't gonna hit a woman, hit a man. He was like, fight me. You don't need to be threatening women on here. So he drugged the shit out of him. So I ain't thinking about Rick Reed. I ain't got nothing to say to him. And so it all started because he's a clout chaser. So he
Mhm.
started his channel, and every time he does a video, he hashtags every OG and big numbered content creator in the beef sector. Every video. And Rick Reed, before this, told him, he did a video. He said, I don't like you. Quit hashtagging me in your videos. I don't like you. So that's how it started, because Rick Reed's like, I don't know you and like you. Why do you keep hashtagging me? So anyway, people were telling him, Rick Reed um answered you and said, since you had all that smoke for Jay Dunn and you a whole male, you need to have some smoke with me. And so, of course, he backpedaling and pussy popping. I ain't thinking about Rick Reed. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I'ma quit, hashtagging him. And so people were trying to ask him, why do you always threaten women? And you
Well,
won't go against Rick Reed. Other men have, Rico, when, you just don't have the same smoke for them. And so that was a big, long thing. And Sassy kept asking. First of all, this Heat and Ness got into it on the panel because this Heat is starting another channel and she has a team. Y'all hear that, right?
Mm.
She has a team of people behind her. So when she starts
mhm.
her panel, if anybody messes with her, I'm paraphrasing right here, she has a team
Right.
and that person will get dealt with. Okay. So she was given this of course free advertising. I'm starting my channel on the 3rd, and we're going to have a contest so you guys can choose what I'm going to name my supporters, and this, that, and the other. It's going to be on the 3rd, da 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 da. So why did Ness go right back after she dropped down? Ness, messy ass. I love me some Ness. She went up there on
Me
the
too.
panel and was like, I'm having an expose and a pop up competition on the 3rd, the same day as this Heat. She was like, but the time is going to vary because she doesn't know what time this Heat's live is going to
Right.
be. So basically, she's going to set her live whatever time this Heat sets her live for and drain this Heat's chat. So when she got down, this Heat went back. They went up and down from each other about 5 times before Ness jumped up on the panel and they went at it. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Mhm.
All kind. They was saying, oh, this
Verbally
Heat
abusive.
Ness was kind of, she said her little stuff, but she at some point just got quiet. This Heat said some of the most disgusting things you'd
Mhm.
ever want to hear to Ness. And Ness was just like, it's as it stands. I'll be going live at some point on the 3rd. Stay tuned. I'll let you know when I'm going live. And she got down. So that happened. Then all of a sudden, the gov popped down in Lady Nika's chat, and I'm going to paraphrase. He was like, Lady Nika, I thought you was better than that. You let Rodney get up on your panel and drag me. And so Lady Nick was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I heard that you let Rodney come up on your panel and drag me. And she was like, no. She said, he didn't really drag you. She was like, but he was trying to talk. We were discussing why you were dragging him, and the people in the chat told me it's because he was talking about beating up Jay Dunn really bad. And he was like, well, somebody told me that you was, talking about me, and I'm gonna go live later. Like he was gonna go live and drag Lady Nika and Rodney. And
Yeah, can
she,
I say what he said in the chat
of
verbatim or
course,
something? Okay. He said, I ain't heard anything yet, y'all. I'm driving, but I will see and I will address it. But I thought me and Nika was better than that. Go ahead.
right. And so she, they went back, not mean, but Lady Nika was just explaining. We ain't let Rodney drag you. I wouldn't let Rodney drag you on my panel. She was like, I just didn't know anything about him, threatening to beat up Jay Dunn. And the people in the chat let me know. She said, but no, we are good. I don't know why you would think that I would let him do that to you. And so he was basically, it kind of ended like, well, I'm going to go ahead and listen to the live. I'm in my car driving. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. And it kind of calmed down after that. But, you know,
And
Gomer is,
before that, Lady Nika did say after he dropped down, she said after she said I ain't, it wasn't like that, and we did defend you. She said, but then again, it is the beef sector, and anybody can get it. I was
yeah,
like,
she sure
ooh.
did. She sure did. In other words, do what you do, but there ain't no punk over here. But that's the problem with him. He he's been slick shading Fifi
Instigating.
still until this day. That's been over for how long? And he's still throwing shots at her. So she had to come up on Fifi, came up on the panel, and she drug him. She gave him a little light, but she was like, you always blocking people and doing the most for personal reasons. She was like, I'm modding way more chats than you. And if you keep on going, I'm going to block you on site and you'll be sitting up in the clouds looking at stuff. He just, I don't know. I don't
I do.
understand. Go ahead.
Him and this heat both came from Tommy Sotomayor. Like
Yeah.
everybody keeps saying that he came from what's
MU.
her name?
MU.
MU,
But
but MU also came from Tommy
that's
Sotomayor.
where they
A lot
met.
of them people came, and so it is their dream. Like it's their dream, and people don't believe that. Not all, but some gay men are more misogynist
That is true.
than straight men.
That's true.
Straight men, and so like it's some of their dreams to be able to come in here and go off on a bunch of women.
And he
It's some of
does.
their dreams, and
Hmm.
so that's pretty much it. And see, you got to look at this. Heat and him are on the same team.
Yes, they
And like you were saying about Ness and how she's going to drain the chat, she could easily do that because most of the people that are behind this heat are over there with Ness
right. Yeah,
because this heat came from the Black Tommy Sotomayor sector, sector. And these are these are some of the same people when me and Jay Dunn go up, like she has launched an attack on, and it's to make because she has a low self esteem.
hmm
I don't even believe that she's a real lesbian. If
I
so,
do.
this is her first encounter. I don't.
Hmm.
I really don't. This is
Okay.
her first encounter. A first
Hmm.
encounter, and because of her insecurities and things, and she's a narcissistic type, and
Yes,
so she wants to be at the top and wants to be better. That's why she comes in here like, I got money, I got money, I got money, I got money. I also think she's a hacker, but anyways, hacker because
I do
like I
too.
just can't. Yeah, and so it's like that's what's pretty much going on. Like we're saying, people are trying to integrate themselves into a sector. That's why Rodney, I'm B sector. That's why this heat, she wants to beef. And I've never did a video about her, but she's got had plenty of videos about me, catching me in bad lights and different things like that, trying to make me look the worst that she can, because worst that she can or whatever. And I never respond to her on my channel. I never put her in the title. I never because that's all it takes is to respond. Once you start responding back and forth with them, then you might as well consider them B sector at that point. But as long as you don't respond, then they stay on the outer perimeter. And I
I
wish
don't
the Nest.
I don't care how much she beefs and calls it, she'll never, in my eyes, be beef sector. And Q, I just have to say this real quick. You can continue. With this heat, it doesn't matter if you she I don't know, she's they just net went up on the panel and was like, since y'all argue whatever, I want to know if this heat, who struck Deanna's page, her main page. And of course, she's in the chat. Da, 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 da. Who last year? I did it last year. I didn't do it this year. Well, I don't believe it because
Mm-mm.
at some point, whoever Ness has a problem with, this heat was like going after them unprovoked. If Deanna is roasting and gagging with Ness, what do you have to do with it? You cannot tell me she didn't do it. She wears that community wall out attacking people that didn't even know who she was.
I'm on there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And she's gotten rid of like what 4 or 5 pages because she starts shit. Then when folks get at her, she can't take the heat and she
Because she
deletes her
can't
page.
stand alone.
That's
She
it.
can't stand alone. She's not tough. She comes out here rah 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 rah, but she's not tough at all. And she doesn't like she might be biracial, but she does not like black people. She does
No,
not like black people, and she's very homophobic. That's why I said she can't be a real lesbian. Like
you know what I
because
think? I think she's so narcissistic. She wants to be the top lesbian. She wants to, if she could, she'd get rid of all the lesbians in this sector and be the only one. That's why I think she attacks you guys personally, in my opinion. She wants to be the top
yeah,
lesbian,
mhm. Which
Deanna
is
and
said she
crazy.
tagged her the other day. Deanna said she tagged her the other day.
see what I'm saying? Fucking
Yeah,
with
she
her.
back on it.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
back on it with this new channel. She right back on it. Cause I was I was like streaming down through something because I've never subscribed to her, right? And I
Ever.
was streaming down and there go a video of me and I promise you I purposely try not to you
Mm-hmm.
know, like discuss her or whatever. Now I will expose her. Like I will
Mm-hmm.
if I'm on somebody else's platform, like I let people know that she's narcissistic. I let people know that she's a sociopath. I'm pointing out her bad characteristics. Like somebody was like, why are you always crying? No, they don't get it. I'm not crying and I'm not playing victim. What I'm doing is exposing people's bad characteristics and behavior. And that's what you have to do because a lot of these narcissistic types, a lot of these types that want to be top or whatever, a lot of times they're out here throwing rocks and hiding their hands. And then they try to place the blame on somebody else, acting as though somebody else attacked them or did something to them first when it was the totally opposite. But the more that people like now a lot of people are starting to see that she's cuckoo for cocoa puffs and they don't want to be bothered with her. And the only reason why like I said, the problem is like these people that bring these people from the outside in to attack people in the beef sector, just like they sent all that information over there to MHB. Now, what is another sector doing having doxing information of people in this sector? And that just doesn't make us look too good.
No, but I'm gonna tell you something. You said you weren't here when she started.
I
You
wasn't.
are the first person that I've ever heard that she was in the black stage, that she was in the black sector. From all we know, she came out of no one night. Pizarro was having a panel and they were arguing and fussing, and TMO was, going on and on about colorism and how she's, been attacked because of her color in the sector. And boom, you heard Pizarro put up the banner and go, "Hi, how are you?" And she was like, "Hi, I'm the, blah blah blah." So of course, Pizza let her up on the panel, and I think Pizza said something like, "Well, what can we do for you?" Because nobody knew her, and she was like, "I'm just da 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 da," and I'm just sick and tired of her talking about colorism. I mean, she just went on the attack. Then she attacked Jay
Mhm.
Dunn. She was just start attacking people, and
Mhm.
no one knew who she was. And of course, Pizza just, she has an open panel. So if you click her link, unless you're a dude, a straight dude, she's going to let you up on the panel. And if she doesn't know whether you're straight or not, you're not getting up there if you're a male. And she just always attacked, and cash app, paymaster. And that's how she, quote unquote, made her bone. She started a channel, it went nowhere. She started a channel, it went nowhere. And then Ness was gone at this point. And so I
Hmm.
think D Cop for Life had a lesbian
I was
panel.
there. I got
Right.
attacked there.
That's where they met. And she latched onto Ness, and Ness happened to like her, and she latched onto her because you're right, she can't stand alone. Her channels always fail. And so she latched onto her, and I think that I don't even know really if Ness even asked her to attack people. That's just her nature
Nah.
from the beginning of the time she stepped foot in the beef sector. And
Hmm.
I think she took it upon herself that everyone Ness had a issue with, she would get on her community wall, make these stupid, corny, like pictures, putting heads on people, content creators' heads on people and talking about them real bad, hashtagging them, striking their channels, doing all this. So people didn't like her QI from the beginning. That's my point, because of the way she entered, like we have been talking about earlier, and she didn't make it any better by the way she continued to act. Whenever she gets in an argument with somebody, even though she quote unquote says she's biracial, it becomes, black this, crispy that, all
Crispy
that
monkey, all kinds of
monkey, all
derogatory stuff.
kinds of awful stuff. And excuse me. And it's just gonna be worse now that she has her channel, because she's going to have to try to drum up people to come over there. So she's probably going to start attacking everyone willy-nilly, trying to start a beef, trying to start somebody to talk about her so she can try to go back and forth to drive people to her channel. And so
Hmm.
everyone beware, because that's what she's gonna do. That's what she's gonna
And she
do.
doxes. She doxes as well.
Yes, she is a doxer. Yes.
And
And I
how I found out that she was part of the black sector was I was just, like I said, I think it was the hood table. We like you go around and you listen, and you're listening to gather information. It's not like you're supporting. You're just trying to figure out like where people are coming from. And how I found out is I heard overheard Diva Tomboy. I clicked into her link one day, and I overheard her say that. And so that's when I started telling people that, she came from Diva Tomboy. She's from the black sector.
I'm
And
gonna
then,
tell
like I told you about that Tommy situation, and they have an agenda. I think they're trying to get Tommy into the B sector. So,
you.
like, they have and I say that because they brought him over there to Nessa's panel, and they tried to get me and him to have a debate. And so we had a short little debate, and just like I thought, I won the debate, and I can't. He cried like a little baby as he normally does. I can't talk to you, and he got mad and ran over to his channel and did a derogatory video, which I didn't go see. And then they tried to come back again and say Tommy wants to talk to you, and I said, first I was like, no. Then I said, I tell you what, if he's gonna have to come to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they didn't want to do that. And I was like, he's got to come to my channel so you could bring all of them folks to my channel. I'm in
Mhm.
control because everybody knows how Tommy does. If you go on his channel, he's gonna mute your mic. He's gonna overtalk you. He has the power and control. So like, nah, I'm not. I'm too good of a debater for that. I would never go for that. But it's an agenda. They're trying to get Tommy into like because it's a bunch of women. It's a bunch of
But he
women,
hates black
like,
women. And that's what I hate
but he
about.
likes their money. They
Oh
like
yeah.
their money.
all these
They
men,
like the
straight men
money.
coming in here, do not like black women. They're married
They
to
want the money.
anything. Of course, they do anything, but they're married to, and that's okay. Marry who you love, but don't dog us out because you know what I'm saying. Don't dog us out while you're living your
And
life.
Tommy's also like back in the day, like uh Tommy has a Tommy has a handler, has a bunch of racist handlers. Like I don't know if y'all know Young Pharaoh, but these same group of people got behind Young Pharaoh, and these people are, they're racist, and they will fund black people to spread their message, and pretty much they're avid Trump supporters.
Right, and that's what you look in his chat. It's just it's very few black people scroll with with the avatars. You can see the person if it's really them. That's what he does, and that's what I say. The black women should be ashamed to support these men and let them
Hmm.
up on their panels when they know they have no respect for you as a black woman. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they're coming in and they're coming in because it's like this. Okay, this sector is predominantly black women, and in the black, and they need the black vote, right? And you know that the majority, like in terms of politics, black women hold the power because we're the strongest number, we're the number. And not only that, like you don't have a lot of black women felons and different things of that nature, and people don't know that Trump originally tried to they did a men's only map, and that map was to like try to take away, I think it's Amendment 16,
Yes.
Amendment 14 or 16,
It's
where you take away the
14
rights of women to vote.
or
Yeah.
14.
uh
Well, is it? I don't
yeah,
remember. Go ahead.
one of them is 16 or 14, but they tried to take away women's right to they want to take away women's rights period, because they want to go back into the old days, make America great again, Jim Crow. And so a lot of these black men don't realize that they're just souping them right now, but them themselves are going to be slaves. But at any rate, the whole ordeal is to come in and influence a large group. Anywhere there's a large group of black women, they try to come in and influence black women to
Mhm,
vote against themselves, really, because
mm.
Republicans want to monitor your body and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, I ain't going too deep into that. But
Please.
basically to try to sway people to vote Republican.
Yeah. And I was going to say to Deanna, they'll probably be dropping down in your chat soon because their space is getting limited. And so if they drop down in your chat, make them pay you, make them cash app you
Yeah, get
like
the
they have
money.
other
Get the
people.
money.
Get all the money
Mhm.
you can or tell them to kick rocks. I'm just joking, but get the money. Get the money.
Because the black sector was trying to tease, and I think that's what happened with Shaquem. They were teasing him about paying. They was jumping on the panel. See, I'm up here for free. I'm up here for free. I had a problem with that. I'm like, if you're gonna come over here, jump on the panel and try to get promotion, it should not be for free. You should pay. And I had a problem with the fact that you have a problem paying. You have a problem paying. You want something, but you don't want to give anything in return for it. It should cost.
Do you think Vic Damone is jumping on that? See, Vic tried to
Yes,
come
I
over
do.
here. He tried to come over here. He was hitting Jay Wilson's panel, Tracy's panel. He was trying to do the most. He's not likable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
And
He's
so
also a nature boy. He's a
yes, he
nature
is.
boy, and a
Yes,
Tommy Sotomayor.
yes. A lot of the
And he
bleach stuff.
rides. I've
Yeah,
been knowing of him for a
like
long time. He rides with the Hebrew Israelites, and the Hebrew Israelites are they don't believe that women should have rights.
yeah,
They
exactly,
don't believe it. Hmm.
exactly.
And a lot
And
of the
that's I'm gonna say
conscious
this
community is pro black male only. Like people think, oh,
exactly.
it's pro black male only. They don't care that black women or whatever have rights. They're hustlers. And some of them are. I'm talking about federal level hustlers, like selling fake paperwork, like sovereignty paperwork. You can't be sovereign as an individual. Only a nation or a government can be, because everybody has to be backed by some type of government. but they're selling like for $1,000, and they just sell all. They have all kinds of scams. Even the Bitcoin and the crypto, a lot of times are scams because they'll get you to invest a bunch of money, then they'll turn around and snatch that right up out of there and put it in their own bank account. So it's a lot of they do. There's a lot of major scams, and that's why it's a new brand. They've already exhausted the conscious community. There's so many women over there that had stories and stuff like that of being used and abused, and so now they're coming to a new, brand new, fresh, Christian based, because it is basically Christian based over here. So they're looking at it like naive population of black women that are prey.
Yes, they are. And, we got rid of him, Vic, and he kind of only was on Kimmy's live when she would go live because they have a nice relationship. They're friends. And so now, he's using the excuse of those new males that have come over. And so now he's freely hitting Nessa's panel. And it's like,
Manipulating.
yeah, and he's really not going to get far by doing that because nobody else is going to accept him because
Well,
the
that's
rest
why
of the
I'm
B
there. That's
sector
why.
always done. Well, it's past
Yeah,
you
that's.
because we've already beat him back with a stick, just like we did ZX.
Hmm.
So
Well, I'm just saying.
yeah.
I took a conscious effort to be there because I saw what they were doing and I see what they're doing. And see, the problem is you got like this heat is with them. That's why I love this heat. I like this heat. That's this heat's team. They don't even like the
Oh, so
LGBTQIA.
and I'm gonna tell you something. If she's got Vic and them on her team, she's got a
Hmm.
team full of doxers, a team full
Mm,
of people that call
all kinds of.
SWAT and do the most dirty stuff. And I didn't think about that, so if they do like her, then that's who her team is. That she was
And
bragging.
then
My team is the
it
bomb. My team is gonna be undefeated.
right, right.
It's like
And
we
they're
were like,
always
because we in
and
the
they've
chat,
merged
we were
with people
like,
in the most sector. They
oh,
merge with people in the Mo sector because the
yeah,
Mo sector has the same, Mo 3 sector has the same thing going on because they merge. They merge, and basically they're just trying to take over all four sectors, right? And see, I found out that, like I found out because I listened. Just Kimmy is a part of that group.
I'm not gonna
China
say that.
White.
What of what
Well, yeah,
Kimmy's beef sector? What are you talking about? What happened? Hello, hello.
Did she fall down? Oh, she'll probably come back.
Uh, Kimmy's beef sector. I'm not gonna put that jacket on Kimmy,
Yeah,
but
she'll come back.
yeah, but Lady Nika's chat. Charlie, are you there? Charlie, did you see Lady Nika's live?
I did not see it, but I love that recap because I wouldn't have known nothing. I was like, "Ooh!" I saw part of it. I only watched the part where Deanna got up.
I wanted it, hood table. Ask Deanna to come up here and tell us what she was up there. Who was?
I don't know, Deanna. Are you still in here?
She
I
she
don't
was
know if
eating her
Deanna.
she was eating her gizzards a while ago.
She was going back and forth with the heat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Net got up there and was like, "Are you the one that doxed her?" And I'm gonna. She's such a big liar. How can you believe a liar? Now she's starting her own channel. She don't want any heat because Deanna brings the heat. You
I'm
understand what I'm
telling
saying?
you, I had went over there like I did one of pieces, and I ducked off on y'all asses, and I went over there to listen to when I heard that she was over there going off, and Deanna hit the panel talking about I heard somebody said my name, and then
Mm.
he said yeah I said something. Then they just start going at it
the
like
funniest part to
really.
me was that this Reed thought. I mean, not this Heat. I don't know why I called her this Reed. This Heat thought that saying she was from Bama was a Reed, and I was like,
Oh my
"That's
god!
not a Reed." She called her a Bama hoe, and I'm like, "That's not a
But here's the
Reed."
thing, and I wrote this in the chat. When Net was up there, and he blocked me a long time ago, so I don't see her, and she doesn't see me unless she's up on the panel. While she was up there, I was like, Remember, turnaround's fair play. You starting your channel. You know what I'm saying? All the people you fucked with, struck their channels, did all this stuff. Don't think that it couldn't happen to you.
Oh, I turned around one day and her and Ness both were going after VS for no apparent reason. Like, we hadn't had no beefs. This was
Right.
way before any Halloween competition or anything.
Right.
Nothing
Exactly.
had been going on. Like,
Nope.
I think VS was studying doing her interviews with the Mo3
Clout
singer at
chasing.
the time or
Clout
something else. Like,
all
That's
about
what I'm
clout chasing. When VS came back, it was a lot of clout chasing. Boy, I ain't never seen clout chasing like that in my life. Now
So
I know VS pulls numbers, and she was the shit, back in the day. So I knew that a lot of people were looking forward to her coming back, and it's so funny because I say it all the time. When motherfuckers is running around here acting all funny and shit. Once the 3 years almost up, I was making live after live. Dang, I hope VS come back. I hope VS come back. It's about 3 years. It's about whatever. As soon as that shit man, everybody was hitting her panels like, I'm sorry I said about this, or this man, it was a whole bunch of bullshit.
girl, I stepped away from the B sector at the time. That's why y'all didn't see me. Because I just didn't feel right in my heart when she left being here, knowing they set her up like they did. I didn't feel right. I just couldn't. But I would come check in occasionally, because this is my home, right?
And I get it. I understood. I understood where you coming
saw,
from. I was just like, I wasn't as closest to her. You were one of the few people who were really, really, really in her inner circle, like really cool with her and friends. So I definitely understand that. I probably would have felt that way too about if somebody did that to Deanna or Corio or Flow or any of my closest peeps on here, I probably feel the same way too. But then I was just like, you know what? I came here for a purpose. And I know back then, Charlie, you weren't really doing content like that either.
Yeah, back then I was just a
you was like a stubby, a supporter. So I was like, I gotta do my content. But ever since, I always like everybody knew, even the people who hate her knew Tanya likes VS. So you just gonna have to deal with that. If you like Tanya, you just gonna have to deal with that.
I saw so many people though saying like, I talked to her phone, I did this, I did that, and I'm like, no, you ain't, because she ain't even spoke to me.
Right.
I ain't heard from her at all.
I was never that close. I always like watched from the skybox. I always watched the videos, liked the videos. I was there all the time. Every single video she did, I did not miss a video. Especially when they did the Mess Express. Oh,
girl, I was in that mod net.
That gave me life.
I was modding that. Ooh,
I kept my butt cheeks right up in the skybox.
Man, I'm telling you, because one thing about it back then with VS, there were certain people she would allow in her chat and certain people she wouldn't allow in her chat. So I was always one of those people like, I like this girl. I'm going to just sit here in the bushes and watch her because I don't want to get my ass or my hand smacked if I drop down in the chat the wrong way. So I always watch from a distance. And the minute that shit happened, when she was up there on Kiki, I was in her chat. That was the first time I
think
dropped
that's
down.
The first time I ever dropped down. First time, and I was like, don't go.
That was the first time I ever dropped the VS chat. I'm like, she probably don't know my ass. And I was like, VS, please. I was like, everybody else, please don't go. And she tried to know me from Adam. And I was just like, oh my God. And then after it happened, I was like, I was so angry. I was telling all my friends, they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm like, man, this shit happened, this bitch. Man, this shit, I was like going off. And then when I would tell my peeps, like, my peeps, how it happened, they're like, oh yeah, we would have jumped that bitch. We would have what the one. You see, that's our mentality. So that's why I've always was like, I stood by her. Yeah, she might have made a fucked up judgment, but unless you in that person's shoes, I always was like, hey, 10 toes down. I can't wait till that bitch come back.
It's crazy. I had this feeling. I just had this gut feeling that she was coming back. I hadn't heard no rumors, No nothing, right? I hadn't talked to nobody. Nobody had told me nothing
Oh,
about
I
VS coming
knew,
back.
and I don't even talk to VS like that. But when she
I
was out
just had
there,
a feeling.
I knew
I
when that
came
video
back.
came up, Charlie. Y'all know that video that I play every year for the anniversary.
Uh-huh.
I played that shit, and I was like, "Hey, it's the 3-year anniversary. VS should be coming back." I knew it was something like, okay, I'm not saying Bless left for that reason, but it was just different things that was going on in the universe, and I knew she was coming back. I knew it. So when they said VS is over there on what's her name? That girl she
Serious
fell out
Bayless.
with
Bayless.
Bayless.
Bayless channel. Man, I ran over there so fast. I was like,
I
yes, yes,
couldn't believe it when
yes.
somebody dropped down and was like VS Live on Bayless channel. I just kind of froze. I was like, I knew it was going to be. You know what? Because let me tell you something. There's been 2 comebacks that I was like, hell yeah, you came back the right way. Make these Negroes eat your shit. That was when VS came back because I didn't like the way she left. Now, if she decided to leave on her own or something like that, that's cool. But I don't like anybody set me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a setup. Number 2 was when Tracy went to jail. Tracy hadn't been like showed herself for probably a year and a half. When she got out of jail and she hit that live button and she had her wig done and her makeup done like old times and she had that purple lipstick on, I was like, see, that's the way you come back. When people think they've dogged you out and stomped on you, that's the way you come back. You stun on their asses. And girl, Tracy had like what, 2.6 thousand in her chat. I bet you Tracy made $2,000-3,000 that night. Folks was super chatting her, cash apping her, and that's the way you come back. So I knew that
Even though she
I
put her own
felt
self in jail.
and that's I ain't talking about. I'm talking about the way they came back.
I get it. I
You
get it.
know
I
what I'm
get
saying? And that's the way you do it. When people think that they, what they say, did a big one on you or whatever, that's the way you're supposed to come back. And I was, because I even dropped down in the chat. I was like, welcome back, VS, because it's
it.
like, you can't do folks dirty. Because here's the thing, every single person that had not every, but the vast majority of people that had a problem with VS, when she was gone, they start doing the same things
Yep.
that she was doing that they used to complain
Or
about,
worse. Or
right,
worse.
or worse, and try to get her put off YouTube or that setup where they got her to go to jail. They start doing the same exact stuff. And
Yup.
that's where I
And
was
the
just
only
like,
reason why Kimberly Black said something in the chat. She said, "Hi, can y'all explain how she was set up?" I'm not saying it was an initial setup, but after the
you
shit
know,
happened, everybody and their mama who didn't like her called down to the sheriff office, called down to the courts, called down to the jail, called down to. It was like, okay, yeah, she got in a fight, but everybody was sending video, all the video footage, like the fuck shit people was doing on here. Like
I,
the same shit that she was
I,
doing in here, a lot of people was doing in here, but they sending her videos and trying to get her in jail and trying to get her kicked off of YouTube. So it was a group thing that got her off of YouTube and got her actually arrested because that girl didn't even want to press charges.
I think it was a setup from the go. I
Oh,
think
it
And,
was.
and,
it
and
was,
that could have been the case with old Keith. Now y'all know how I
yeah.
feel about that girl. Y'all already know how I feel about
I
that
think
girl
it. I think
from
to
the
get
jump.
her there. I don't think. I think that what's her face saw that VS was going there, and she
Right.
just showed up. But I think the initial setup was by Kiki and the people she was with. I
Right, because I think Kiki really wanted VS to take her to her house. Because remember that she kept trying to get to her house.
yes,
And
she,
VS was like, "No, I'll meet you for coffee or I'll meet you for something else." But Kiki really wanted to meet her at her house.
I'm gonna
now
tell.
people. I think Kimberly might be saying, how was she set up because she jumped on that girl and beat her up, and that's why she went to jail. I get that, but I'm talking about the initial reason to get VS to go to that IHOP was a setup.
And what happened afterward? Because I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. And I ain't talking about y'all. But the way I was reared up, if a motherfucker, you telling them 3, 4, 5, 11 times, don't fuck with me, don't inbox me, don't text me, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to be bothered with you, and they show up somewhere where you are and sit in front of your face and just sat there the way she sat there and put her hand on her, I will never forget if I don't ever see the video again, and put her hand on her chin. It was like, "What's up, VS?"
Yeah,
Like, bitch, you
you ain't
not
gonna
telling me
punk
a
me in
million
my
times to
face.
leave me the fuck alone. Why the fuck is you following me? And then on top of that, VS was already didn't know who was following her, who was taking pictures of her kids at school, who was taking pictures of her car, who was following her when she was at the stores and taking pictures. She had no idea who was doing that shit. So for you to keep harassing me on social media, and then you pop up where the fuck I am for breakfast and just sit in front of me like, bitch, what's up?
That's
Like,
basic.
why are you here? Like, I don't give a fuck what people say. That shit can go. Y'all can shove that shit up your ass. I don't give a fuck. Ever since
I
that shit
would have
happened, I
been.
always been like, shit, fuck that. Beat that
I
bitch ass.
always said that the only mistake I see that VS did, well, two, she went to meet Kiki, and number two is when what Shireen sat down and was, wiggling her head like
She
I'm
should have
this,
bopped her right
what
there.
I would, yeah, there'd have been definitely
Believe
furniture
it or not,
moving. There'd have been
they
furniture moving in that IHOP right then and there.
I would have bopped her
they
ass. When I showed that video to all my homies, my friends, my siblings, my cousins, we all agreed we would have got that bitch right at the
As
table.
soon as she
believe it
sat
or
down,
not,
what?
she wouldn't have been put on probation or got in trouble if she would have docked her at the table.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Because they had been following her, and they specifically told her that lady who came to her house that was acting like a process server, if she'd have decked her, she sure wouldn't have gotten in no trouble.
Mm,
Yeah, because that bitch, man, they was sending fake processor, all
Right.
kind of shit to her.
They
Like,
fired her from her job. They called her job. I mean, they were doing some behind
well,
the scenes
just think,
stuff.
Kimberly Black. I don't know if you have children, but say you had children, school age children, and somebody is going to that school, taking pictures of your children, taking pictures of you with your children, taking pictures of you, folks showing up at your house, like you said, getting you fired. And you're trying to find out who is taking pictures of your children, and this person, asking you to come to the IHOP. You really trying to find out who's doing this. You show up at the IHOP, and then on top of that, a person who has been bugging you. I want to meet you. I got some furniture for your kids. I got this. Now I don't know if it was for the kids, but I got furniture for you. I got this. Do this. I want to set to this. And you're telling this person no, no, like you said, her table, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And then that person, on top of that, just shows up because they've seen you on your live saying you were going to this particular IHOP, and they just show up out the blue after you beg them to leave you alone, and they just show up and sit across from you, pop and fly. It just,
Right. Weird.
it was
That's
just
a
weird.
stalker.
that
And
is a stalker, QI, and I would
yeah,
have beat the boy.
yes.
And
And
then the shit that happened afterwards, like, bitch, I'm from the hood. I'm from the gangs. Ain't no way in hell I would have called the cops on her or nobody else. You got your ass. You got what the fuck you deserve. You shouldn't have showed up where the fuck you wasn't invited. And hey, like my grandma say, goody goody. You
mm,
should know better. Ain't
yeah,
no way I would have called.
And
Ain't no way I would have called the cops. No way.
but we know she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs now for sure,
Right.
especially after she got nude during that dancing contest or whatever.
we talking about
Uh
Kiki.
on Pizzario's. What's her
Yeah,
name?
Kiki.
Yeah,
Oh, Shireen. No, you talking about Shireen. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh well, both of them. You're right. Both of them are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
yeah.
Mhm.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, Sheree, I couldn't believe she did that. I don't know if she had been drinking. I think she came back later and said she had been drinking, and she apologized or whatever. Because
Nah, she
he,
has a severe mental illness. Trust
but
me,
yeah,
a severe.
but Pizarro had to like take that. She's did take all that time to do that contest, and she got up there and took her clothes off, and she had to hide that live, ruin that whole live, and it was just like, are you serious? Yeah, some people really, really, I guess they never had popularity in their life. They never have been in the one of the one of the group, and they get on here and they just kind of lose their minds. And sometimes I think it's because they've been lonely in life. They've always been on the
Nah,
outside looking in.
you're right. You're right, but there are a lot of we have to really realize that there are a lot of severely because they don't do any type of psychological testing or anything to get on here. And there are a lot of people with some severe mental illness. I've seen the most severe cases that I've ever seen here on YouTube. And there's a lot of stalkers and there's people that are doing some of anything behind the scenes. Some of these people they can't take rejection. They like this is why I don't like to argue with folks because some of these people can't take can't take like losing an argument or something like that or can't take certain things and you have to like really you got to really be careful of that. A lot of the people in this sector that are mm, uh like the most popular right now, if you really look at it, they have some severe mental issues going on. Anytime you want to be the top, you want to be the best. Anytime, like a lot of it's it's some issues
Well, I
there.
think
There's some
there's
issues there.
people that can want to be the best and want to be on top that are don't have severe mental illnesses, but I get what you're saying. I do. You're talking about the ones that are crazy and want to be on the top, or
We
they
have a
want.
few psychos
Because
here.
The ones who will do any and everything, regardless
being
of
right,
their morals, their beliefs, they just
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see it because here's the thing: you'll see them. They'll be acting normal 1 minute and then flip a switch, and it's like a total another person come out of them. You're like, "Ooh, what the heck just happened here?" A whole nother personality just came out on us.
Right.
yeah, yep.
and
And
see
you
the
guys,
only
go ahead, QI. I'm gonna let QI finish up, but we is like past our
Yeah.
3 hour mark. Y'all know I try
yeah.
to do my 3 hours,
Way
but
past.
we just passed our 3 hours mark. So I'm gonna let QI finish this all up, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But go ahead, boo.
I was just gonna say the only difference between us and celebrities is they actually have the funding and stuff to have bodyguards and stuff walk around with them, but like we don't. We're out in the public and all of that, just like them. And that's why I don't come on camera anymore. I don't come on camera anymore because I don't want to like go out in public and get stalked or harassed by somebody from YouTube.
But your picture's up there.
Uh-huh, but trust me. Trust me.
Okay.
It's I get what she's saying. It's different seeing somebody in a picture and seeing them in person. Like in some of my pictures, I look fat, y'all. I do. But then when you meet me in person, they're like, "Where's the rest of you?"
Well, I look fat
Mhm.
on camera and off camera, but I know what QI is saying because remember when I was doing the commentary and interviewing that girl, my friend, her husband, my man.
Yes.
Okay, so one day I was out at a fair, and somebody walked right up on me
Uh,
and said, "So when is such and such coming out with her book?" And I'm looking at them like, "Huh?" And
that
they
was
was like, Laverne, the girl you interviewed on your show. I'm like, oh, I'm like people like in my own city, people will walk up to me. That's the hood table. I'll be like trying to put on glasses and a hat and shit when I come out. That's the hood table. I'm like, oh, child. Because you never know. Because one thing
Right.
about it, when you do certain commentary on certain shit, like let's say there was a time when I was doing commentary on like people who did murder people in my city, people who live right maybe around the corner from me. Yeah, this motherfucker done murdered somebody, and maybe somebody didn't like my commentary. They
right.
don't like me talking about it, even though the news is talking about it 15 times a day.
Right.
But when you do
And let
your
me
own
tell you,
commentary, they treat people who are bloggers and vloggers worse than the news stations.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Did you
And
And
see
they
let
what?
don't
me
like
tell you,
it. Yeah.
they
Did you
have
see what?
they have
Did you see
photo
what Linda?
analyzing apps now where you could drop
Yes.
a picture of somebody and it'll like pull up all kinds of stuff on them.
Yeah. Did you see what Linda said? Her table.
Um, she said, "Oh, that was a good series." Oh yeah, Laverne, that was an awesome series. I got like 3,000 subscribers just from her. That's why I said a lot of shit that I do on here. I don't get all my support from just the B sector. I be having people from my city, from
Mm-hmm.
other shit that I be doing. But yeah, a lot of people started watching me when I started doing the Laverne shit, and a lot of people would send me friend requests when I started doing that, and it was people who didn't like her that were sending me friend requests. But see, I'm smart. So I always know don't accept all these new people in
Mm-hmm.
your circle just because of your commentary, because that's where you can fuck up.
Right.
People, you would think people sending you requests and all that kind of shit because they support you, but they could be upset with you for doing shit. And then next thing you know, they talking shit to you on your own platforms and your own social media sites. So I learned that early on as
Mm-hmm.
a content creator. But yeah, I never know somebody going, oh, well, you was talking about my father the other day when he did da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
You never.
QI, Charlie, you should really go back and find that series and watch it. It is so
Well, Charlie ain't never watched the Laverne series.
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. How many years ago was that?
Charlie, let me tell you something, Charlie. One weekend when you ain't got shit to do, get you some popcorn, get you some drink, and just binge watch. I got it on a playlist. It's called My Friend, Her Husband, My Man. And when I tell you every show, you gonna be straight gagging. Like, what? I knew this shit. When I tell you the shit that the R. Kelly shit that he was doing to them girls, they ain't got shit on this shit that was going on with these people.
Wow.
I interviewed the wife, I interviewed the mistress, I interviewed the husband. All of
Yep.
them. And it's like 30 some, it's like 30 some videos. They took her to court, they put her in jail. It was all kind of shit that was going on.
I gotta
So
watch that
yeah,
See,
now.
check out that playlist. It's on a playlist on
you'll
my
have me protesting. You'll
Bruh,
have me over there protesting. Cause if I
bruh.
protested, I
Uh-oh.
She keep bouncing off. But yeah, I'm about to get
Thank
off of here.
you.
But Charlie,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, anybody who just needs something to watch, that shit was so entertaining, but also unbelievable at the same time.
It's
But it's
like
true. It's all true. It's
it's
all true.
all true.
And the
But
city was in an uproar.
yeah.
My city was in a uproar.
Yeah.
Like,
You got
yeah.
Charlie, you should really, if you got the time, just do one a night or one every couple nights or once a week. I
I'm gonna end
think
up
you'll
texting the hood table and go, girl.
But you know what I did, Charlie? What I did was I got the playlist. It's like 30 videos, but what I did was I got like 20 videos and I trimmed them down to like 10 minutes each and I put them
Yeah.
under another playlist.
Yeah.
And so you can either go through the full playlist and get everything, or you can just get the highlights from the shorter playlist. But I'm telling you, once you start watching them 10-minute videos, you're going to be like, I got to
I
go
gotta
and watch.
watch the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you
Yeah.
got to watch the whole thing because it's like, it's crazy.
I think that was a great idea for you to break them up like that because it's intimidating when you look and go, oh my God.
Yep. Yep.
When because Charlie, you can watch 10 minutes here, 10, but I'm telling you, you're gonna want to go through 5 of them at a time at least.
They are so good. I
People
mean,
Women
so
need to
good.
get their own men. All these men out here, why would you anyway? I'm on my soapbox.
Girl,
I
but see
just
the way
don't
it
believe in
started off
cheating.
though, Corio, and I feel you 100%. But the way it started off, Charlie, I wasn't ready. There's a lady in my city who had wrote a book about gaslighting, and I was friends with her on Facebook, but we didn't know each other like that, right? And so I saw that she was promoting her book. You know, we do interviews, we promote people from our city. So I invited her on the show for an interview because I didn't really know about gaslighting. So as she was talking about her book, the book was about a lady named Bully who she felt was gaslighting another lady and trying to get with her husband, right? But I didn't know nothing about anybody in this book. I'm just like, oh, gaslighting. That's all I want to know about. Next thing I know, my chat start flooding with all these people from my city. That bitch know her husband was fucking with such and such. I mean, I'm looking at the chat like taking off my glasses, like, to the host, do you see all this shit in the chat? Then next thing you know, yeah, I'm the mistress. Let me hit the link. I mean, it went from 0 to 100. And the lady ran, the wife ran, but before she ran, she was like, "Well, I kept asking them were they sleeping together. They kept telling me no. So what am I supposed to believe, girl?" I was like, "Oh, I thought the lady was gonna have a nervous breakdown. I was not ready." And then that's when that was the beginning. And girl,
Yeah, if you want a sad gaslighting story, it kind of is super interesting, but you have to give people grace and mercy, and it's almost like a movie, Charlie,
it
but
was
it
like Tyler
happened.
Perry would love it.
Yes, it was real life,
And the
and
real gaslighter was the husband, not the
yes,
mistress.
yes. But anyway, thank you so much, Hood Table, because it's been a,
I
three
know,
hours
you
and
know, we don't
45
normally go
minutes.
this long, Choreo.
I know. But QI, it was nice, talking to
Yes.
you, Charlie, girl, my sister. You know I
You
love
know,
you.
I love me some
Yeah.
Corio.
And you need to do more content. It doesn't make any sense
No,
for you to keep dropping your link and you don't do a daggone video.
I've
You
been
get,
lazy recently. I
I
got
know
sick.
you're a honeymooner and you got a
Mhm.
munchkin. I know.
Let's
Um.
see what had happened was in retrospect.
Anyway,
All
anyway.
right, QB.
Okay.
What had happened?
Mm, thank you, Hood Table. It is always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Always
Okay.
a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Yes, I'm so glad this was 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now I can eat an edible, chill, and go to sleep.
Oh shoot! Oh, I'm
There
gonna
she
have me
goes
a
with them
drink.
edibles.
You know, I'm gonna
Thank
have me a drink, and I'm gonna get caught up. I'm gonna go back and watch Deanna go back and forth with the Heat.
that's what I really wanted to say. I ain't trying to rush you off,
No,
but
no, no. Go ahead, because that's what I'm about to do.
okay. Well, I love y'all. See y'all
I
later.
love you too. I love
Love
you
Bye.
too.
you.
Bye, Linda B. I don't know, girl.
And
You
thank
like
you, Linda B, for joining us tonight, and QI,
and
and
Melissa.
everybody.
I didn't
And Miss
speak to Melissa.
Tiva.
Hi, Melissa. Okay.
Yes, Melissa and Kimberly Black and Miss Tiva and A View is a View, Real Mamas. We have so many people in the chat tonight, girl. You see, we say a lot of people in the chat, even though our chat be way smaller than other people. But
It's
I
okay.
appreciate every single one of you guys. I do. Jill Comfort Zone, Dobie Milton. Just because I wasn't calling y'all out through the live, I saw y'all. Carla Prince. Hey, she from my own hometown. Regina, Red Afro, everybody who came
Sassy.
through tonight. I appreciate you
Miss
guys. We've
Powerful.
been on here like
VS.
almost 4 hours. VS was in the chat. Oh, I was hoping VS hit the platform, but I know VS be so busy. But
Yeah.
yes, VS was in the chat. Our girl VS and Verbal Assassin, Code Red, even though a lot of people got a little controversy about you.
I don't.
And
I don't
you
Code
think.
know,
fan.
I don't think that Code Red is the same person.
oh, that's not Code Fam. Okay, all
I,
right.
I'm
Well,
not.
that's
I'm not
right,
for.
Code
I'm.
Fam.
I'm
Okay.
not for sure though. But anyway.
You probably right. The other guy that was in here that y'all was talking about that got a little controversy about him. That was what was his name?
Code fam.
No.
Code
J-
Red. Code Red.
Binary. No binary.
Oh yeah.
uh,
Well.
Yeah, binary. That's the one that got a little
Binary is code
controversy.
fam.
No, is it?
Yeah, that's what
But
he
code.
So
calls his people.
But
Code Red is totally separate from binary and Code Fam.
Hmm.
I think
Okay.
so. Yes, I think they're two
Okay,
separate.
bet.
Yeah.
Binary calls his people code fam.
Bet. And real Mama Fifi, she hit the link. And Mama, what was the other one? What's
Mama
her name?
Global
Mama
Mama
Mama,
Global,
Global hit the
Mama
panel.
Global.
Yes. Shout out to everybody that
Viewers
hit
of
the
Oh, and there
View,
was somebody else that hit the panel.
Let's
Okay.
Viewers of
see.
View.
A Views of
Oh,
You.
okay.
And
Okay.
then of course it was Miss Tiva.
Yeah, Miss T.
QI.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Oh, you
I
was
think
busy.
that
If
was
we
it.
missed anybody, just don't hate us. We have
We
bad
still love
memories.
you. We still love
We
you.
love you.
Hey, Shyla. What's Shy Girl? I said Shyla because my cousin named Shyla. Shy Girl Complex. But yes, shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody who dropped down, everybody who hit the panel, everybody who liked, shared the video. Please subscribe to the Hood Table if you are new here. Also, feel free to hit the join the membership to become an official hoodie. And also feel free to donate to the platform. $ the Hood Table 402. Please and thank you very much. And also make sure everybody stays safe. Be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. Come
Love
on,
you, Hood
Charlie. You gotta
Table.
come
And
through
we
for my
also
bro.
gotta brush our teeth, like brother say,
Yes.
and love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it, is what Sislo say.
Yes, Charlie gotta come through. What my bro always say, brush y'all teeth and wash y'all face. And like Sislo say, I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
And
And
see
on
you
that
later.
note, we out of here. I'm out.